And I'm short. Oh, come on. What is that? Baby! Good morning. Monday, bright and early, tons of energy, definitely not exhausted, definitely got plenty of sleep over the weekend. Welcome back, everyone, to WhaleWatch. We are starting off right away in our pre-market prep. You might notice our little man, our little demon behind the scenes, Tucker, isn't here. He is pretending to have technological issues so that he doesn't have to work. That's what's happening at this time. So we're just going to kick it off with me and Anthony. As always, we like to do about 20 to 25 minutes of pre-market prep before the morning bell. We'll do some looking through open interest changes, some shit we saw last week, and then we'll jump right into live trading the open using Unusual Whale's Gamma exposure tools for scalping, and Flow, as always, for flow trades. So we're going to go ahead and jump right over to our screens here, Anthony. Don't keep them waiting, baby. What the hell is going on? Did we even have any contracts worthy of looking at carry over the weekend?
I actually haven't really taken too deep of a look this morning. Obviously, we had, a lot of headline stuff over the weekend and big surprise, right?
Yeah, we'll definitely touch on some of that. Once we get Tucker in here, we'll have him do a couple of Hazel headlines. Take a look at some
if he shows up.
Yeah, if he shows up. He's pretending.
If he shows up.
He's pretending that our call system won't pick up his microphone or his headset.
Yeah, it's
Good
probably
morning,
muted.
Patrick
I bet
Ray.
you it's muted. Probably muted. Yeah, no surprise, those SpaceX contracts carried over the extremely far 163% on the monies.
Dude,
so
that person, no, open that back up. That person has been harvesting money. Like, given the fact that it's always in the 300 strike range, and it's over and over and over again every damn expiration, this person is becoming the Burlington Coat Factory guy of SPCX.
Yeah, it's
just hundreds of thousands of dollars every short. Yes, everyone, I know they look like buys because of those big green bars, but let's be honest with ourselves. Who's dropping $140,000 on something over? It's almost 200% out of the money. Who's doing that?
Yeah, that's
these. I am 99.9% positive this person's just been shorting these over and over and just pocketing $10 per contract repeatedly across hundreds of thousands of contracts. This person is cooking it.
Yeah, it sounds like, you're selling premium like it was only 10 cents a contract, but yeah, at this scale, I mean, look at Friday's premium on that chain, 1.2 million. I mean, hey, I'll I mean, I take it.
I would take a couple million bucks.
I don't think anybody has anything to say about that, about not doing that.
Now worth saying though, the margin involved in that is colossal. One could say it's a giant cyclops of margin. Get it? Because Odyssey theme. I will say Odysseus definitely would have used a stop loss. Actually, probably not. Bro was just fucking. He was going at it.
Just zero or hero. Yeah, I'm just kind of peeking around in here. These KOSs, maybe. I don't know. Do we overlap earnings on these 32 days out? That was a position kind of add there. I want to look at that 23,000 from before. I mean, this looks like it's been a position build over a couple days here. You got 4,600, most of it carried over. 62, big chunk of it carried over. Oh God, Tucker's here.
Oh, God, computers are so weird. I didn't do anything different, and then today my computer's like, squad guest or verified rather. It's like, it's not gonna work today. Well, here we
and
are.
He's all like glitchy too.
Yeah. Now it's fixed. Damn it, they don't even get to see the glitching. He's using a lag switch to make it look like he's having problems trying to get out of work.
That's a good idea. You should send me
software a
one.
lag switch.
Huh?
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on.
He's lag switching.
One.
Yeah, Patrick, we'll be taking flow requests the whole damn time, homie. Don't you worry. I'm trying to get a little bit better about the show segments. Keyword trying. but we'll be doing flow reviews the whole time. If things slow down a little too much out of the open, we'll jump right to flow reviews. Don't worry, we will take a look. That goes for everybody just joining as well. I know we're in the pre-market session, so we only got like 1/10 of the people that'll be here during the show itself. But feel free to drop your ticker requests, your flow requests, your contracts. We'll keep a little backlog of them and get to them before too long. All right, what the hell's with this position builder on KOS, Anthony?
Yeah, just still kind of looking at that. I mean, it looks like they've been building a position there. All that, I mean, at least a majority of that volume's been carrying over there into open interest and just kind of backing this out here. Obviously, that Friday's volume would have been, you double check that open interest because you're very identical, but that all carried over there. So, I mean, this has been kind of interesting there. 24 cents, and you got 20 cents, and then 19 cents. So, I'm gonna, probably the same person there. It's kind of odd to see something building like that otherwise. I don't know when we got earnings on this thing. Earnings in 14 days, so
bring it on.
Oh, they overlap earnings, but
you love to see it.
What else is? Yeah, I can't wait until we get through this week and next week, and then I don't have to sit there and be like, oh, overlaps earnings, cool. But yeah, I mean, this thing doesn't get really any put premium there. Just look at all kind of the little sporadic hits of call premium there. Obviously, your big day there on the 8th. Kind of looking at, yeah, I mean, this thing doesn't really get a lot of premiums really on it there. I mean, especially at that 30-day view. I
feel like I recognize the ticker.
Cosmos Energy, leading independent oil and gas exploration.
I've never heard of that, but I swear I've traded KOS in the past.
I thought it was Coles at first. I was like,
KO.
I think that's KO. Yeah. No, not Coke. Coles.
Oh,
KOH?
KOH?
KSS. KSS.
I thought KSS was...
yes.
Yeah, that's Coles. Yep, KSS. We're fucking killing it on a Monday morning, folks.
All you gotta do is drive around and look at license plates, man, and like you'll be like, hey, I know that ticker.
Dude,
that's
every
a ticker.
Single time.
All the time. And just like...
Hey, that one has a 6.9 in it, and that one is Tesla.
What common ones do you guys see as license plates that you're like, God damn it?
It's always like 3-letter ones usually.
Yeah,
of course. We're not
the
rocking
first
those
3.
California license plates with 50 fucking digits. But it's usually like I've seen KSS before, which is, we just talked about Coles. I've seen app like APP.
Yeah.
It's just, and if there isn't a real ticker associated with that license plate, your brain makes one up. It just fucking pretends.
Like AMD. I'm still waiting to see like SPY though. I'm still waiting to see that one though. Yeah, I'm just finishing up with KOS
that's
here.
Kind of like all there is to KOS. It's penny stock territory.
Yeah.
It's sitting on... it's right in the middle of the whole gamma zone. It looks like it's right between the puts and the call wall.
Yeah, it's almost kind of a no-go thing. I do like that, 115, 20, 27 heat zone there. I mean, your 4 expiration by far. I mean, that's by far your biggest outlier of anything on there. I mean, even the 821s, I guess, maybe, but those, on the 2.5 there. That could be interesting. I just want to see how it's... Yeah, I mean, look where your put wall is way down there at 1. Your call wall's right up there, 250. Yeah, you're right in the middle there, and
stuck in the middle with you.
Little, geez, man, my brain is not functioning on a Monday. I mean, yeah, little penny stock there with earnings coming up, kind of. So yeah, take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt. I don't know if I've really had anything else come in, really.
Got a fucking animal hair in my mouth. Ugh. Bastards.
Yeah.
I always wonder how much pet hair is in my lungs from a lifetime of never not having pets. Like, it's got to be coated. If you remember those Strange Addictions, there's that one woman who ate her hair and they removed like a 15-pound block of hair from her stomach lining. That's probably my lungs. Like, you gotta imagine like all of the resin from a decade and a half of just constant marijuana consumption and just always having animals. I grew up with huskies, labs, you name it, constant shedding of fur. My sister had a ton of cats growing up. The inside of my lungs is probably just a cesspool. It probably looks like a steel wool scrubbing pad in there.
Jeez. Just
topics of the morning on WhaleWatch.
Just
welcome.
What? Just I wonder why you don't sleep and you don't feel good half the time.
You guys got microplastics. I got micro animals. The whole thing.
Microorganisms, bro. There's a word for that.
Well, we all have those.
Yeah, Tucker.
Animals.
yeah, Tucker.
Yeah, come on, Anthony. I'm sure you don't even know what that means.
Which one?
Microorganisms.
They're organisms that are fucking
Is that
microscopic.
like ants? Is that like ants? This guy.
All right, everybody just be quiet.
Dude, this is the best pre-market session we've had in a long time.
Yeah, there ain't much really going on.
Yeah, we're killing it.
Yeah, we need more volume in the market, man. I mean, it's just been so brutal.
We're starting to drag down that 30-day average, I think, because it's like come midday, we have 1/5 the volume we're used to seeing, and it's kind of been like that every damn trading session.
It was like, I mean, we were just at like 60 mil like couple weeks ago there, like high 60s for that average, and then Friday we got that good volume to kind of maybe skew it a little bit, but we'll see. Yeah, Friday
we finally got above average volume for the first time in what seems like forever.
Yeah, and I mean, even the sectors, I mean, you had
no
one,
group trade adverts
two...
in our chat, Eunice. I'm sure somebody out there has one, but we don't do that here.
Yeah, and most of the sectors were above that average there too. So I mean, I finally got some OpEx last Friday too. So little more going on too. But I don't think to this week, barring any major headlines, I don't think it's gonna be too heavy. We don't have any like major economic data. We do got earnings though.
Yeah, earnings is gonna start throwing some ripples, but lucky for me, I predominantly scalp futures, so I'm gonna have something to trade no matter what they do. I don't tend to swing options over earnings unless it's a straight up lottery position I take, so I'm probably not gonna do a whole lot of optionsing during earnings season. Maybe around NVIDIA, I'll take a flyer on something stupid just for the hell of it. But yeah, I mean, we'll get a little bit of a lull after the brunt of the market reports its earnings. But then NVIDIA is going to come in a little bit late and fuck shit up again. So it's, I'm not one to sit in many positions over earnings personally. Anthony's even more earnings averse than I am.
Yeah, I mean, just like after we get through this week and next week, I'm a little better at putting stuff on. Tesla, Google, they're gonna move the market, and it's like, it's
Patrick
not
from
worth
Twitter asks, quick question: when the Fed injects liquidity in the market, what sectors typically do well? Where does the money go? So I'm gonna assume you're talking about quantitative easing. Generally, the Fed will buy Treasury securities, agency mortgage-backed securities. They make reserve balances at commercial banks. Those are generally where that goes. Like, let's say pension fund sells 100 million of treasuries. Its bank account gets that 100 million as a deposit. The pension fund's bank receives $100 million in reserves at the Fed. The pension fund now has that money instead of treasuries, probably wants to reinvest it, might buy corporate bonds, mortgages, equities, what have you. But that's the general gist of it, something I've learned from all of those FOMC panels that we host here on Unusual Whales. I'm by no means an expert in that, but that's more or less where they go. They're usually snagging up treasuries and shit.
Look at that. Actually providing knowledge on a Monday morning before market open.
That just means we're going to get absolutely obliterated in our trades today.
Oh, no.
We're going to get messed up this morning.
No.
We got 4 minutes till open, and honestly, that's about the pre-market prep we got going on. We're going to be waiting for Tucker to get back here in a minute. to run over some news we had over the weekend regarding the Cyclops Anthony you guys saw in today's thumbnail. Anthony went around terrorizing the entirety of the Midwest, Godzilla style, as a Cyclops. He even had the laser shooter. It was nuts. And the little pointy head.
Imagine that. You're just like stepping outside. You just see me walking through your cornfields, and I'm like, hey, look, it's me.
Stomping around.
Just, I'm coming to hang out with you, bud.
That'd be
like,
horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. Well, 3 minutes till market open. Right now, I mean, we've reclaimed, we talked about on Friday, this beautiful purple line way down here at 28,634 on the NASDAQ. This has been one of my purple lines of glory. Whenever we conquer that line or reject it from below, I play it. It has become gospel. You can even see, just scrolling back without me doing anything beforehand, that this line has acted as a pivot point to the downside and the upside from Friday into the overnight session that opened on Sunday. And it maintained that support. We've now trucked up to my next purple line of glory, way up at 28,923, about 300 points above the last. And they conquered it. A perfect to the tick back test that they held and just pumped way up ever since. A couple of drops since then. I'm not going to give this a blanket bearish, blanket bullish setup here. You could argue this is a wonky ass bear flag. You could also argue they're just coiling for a breakout to the upside. So I'm going to wait until a few minutes after open to see where buyers and sellers take this. At 29,110.50 appears to be our high. So I'm going to keep an eye on that to conquer, see if they can get a breakout, get back some of what they chipped downward last week. But the Nasdaq's sitting up about 1% despite this roughly $90 pullback. Well, 90-point pullback, rather. So I'm going to be sitting on my hands right out of the open. I'm not going to try to jump in either direction. I want to get a look at our Periscope updates after the first few minutes as well to see how market makers are positioning. But for the most part, I'm going to be pretty chill. We had a good week last week, and we're chilling.
Yeah, good. No headlines this week, please.
Yeah, don't hold your breath, man. Don't hold your breath.
Yeah.
Don't hold your breath.
We're
gonna get the same headline risk shenanigans, and we're gonna get them for the next 2 years at least. So be ready.
Yeah.
Be ready for that.
That we do have that call wall at 7,600 here too on SPX there, so kind of eyeing to see if we, kind of travel up there. There is not a lot for gamma on our 0 day right now either, and yeah, just kind of looking at Periscope too. I mean, there's it's just kind of slow. There's our market open. All right, let's get some refreshing going on in here.
Ding, ding, ding. Starting off with a bounce in the NAS, right up against the stair step formed in the pre-market. The temptation for me to short that is high, but I said I was going to wait a few minutes. I'm going to wait a few minutes. No chasing. Let's see what we got in market maker buildup as well.
Yeah, it's a little range forming again here too. Got gamma all the way down at 74.40 and then all the way up to 75.55. So another big fun range day, but your heaviest gamma there is at 74.90, which is negative gamma there. Yeah, this is going to be a sit and wait for a little bit for me.
Just a little bit.
Going.
All right, I'm going to get here a little bit of, hey guys, we're live. Since Twitter sucks ass and doesn't really tell people when we're actually live, I have to do it, and it's really annoying.
Are you surprised? That's always the main thing, though. Are you surprised? Shouldn't be surprised. The Everything But Works app.
Yeah. The Everything is There app.
Kind of.
Don't really think it works, but what are you gonna do? Super exciting Monday so far. Killing it. The NAS is still in literally the It's in the same spot.
Yes.
We had a really
Think we're
big
gonna-
spike of volume on the open and a spike of sell volume right after, but we're just kind of hanging out on the same flag that we talked about in pre-market. Nothing changed. We're hanging out. Well, since I'm
Please,
taking a breather and giving it a second anyway, we can kick over to Tucker here to talk a little bit about some Hazel headlines. Tucker, what the hell are we looking at? You also didn't share your screen to drive, so I'll open.
Oh, sorry.
Tucker's not used to contributing, so like it might be a new
fuck.
thing.
Oh,
Damn,
you know what?
it.
You know what? I'll take it. Take it in stride.
Oh, he's sharing a screen now. All right, dope.
Oh, whoa. Jesus.
What in the hell am I looking at? Tucker.
Okay,
Hazel
so the other
headlines.
day,
Oh, we broke
we
out
had,
on NASDAQ, by the way. Anyway, news.
yeah,
news,
something a little better than that. Something more whale related, a little more unusual whales related. You don't need to put it all on my name. But so the other day when we were kind of having a talk of like, hey, let's try to bring in a little more news, a little more topical stuff into the show. Nick and I were talking about like, oh, what can we do coming up? Something that like might get some clicks, so we could put as the title, the thumbnail, that kind of stuff. And I was like, I can't wait to make Anthony into a Cyclops because the Odyssey's coming out this weekend. And he's like, you should do that. And so I did. It's on the thumbnail, as you might have seen.
Yeah,
but
I'll pull that open for him quick. He's beautiful. He's
but
absolutely
financially,
gorgeous.
the Odyssey did come out, and movies are back, baby. I don't know if you guys were hearing much about this. The success here of the opening weekend of the Odyssey. What did you guys hear as people that are more on the outside of it?
I heard a lot of mixed reviews of the movie. A lot of people I know went to see it right out of the gate, but I heard a lot of the action scenes and stuff were really cool, but the writing was dog shit. I've seen a lot of anger about the accuracy to the source material, but I think you're going to see that in all Hollywood movies for the most part. The only one I've seen where people are like, yeah, they did a damn good job was the Dune movies. That's basically all I've heard. What about you, Anthony? I've heard mixtape of hey, it was awesome, hey, it sucked.
Yeah, I haven't really heard much about it, but I mean, I like Christopher Nolan. He writes some good movies, so I'm like, it'd be kind of something interesting to go see. I mean, I loved his Batman movies. I mean, those are top tier, obviously,
Sure.
But yeah, I mean,
20 years ago at this point, almost.
yeah. Don't make me feel old. But yeah, no, I mean, I haven't heard anything. Maybe more mixed stuff on it. Good. I mean, people always love or hate something. It's never in the middle. Never.
Yeah. God forbid there be nuance.
No, we can't have that.
Yeah.
No.
And especially when it comes to stuff like this. No, but yeah, regardless of the reviews, which I saw it twice, I liked it both times.
Twice, Jesus Christ. Bro is keeping AMC alive single-handedly.
Well, I mean, I have A-list, which means I can go see 4 movies a week for $25 a month.
I mean, shit.
Oh, that's not bad.
I
That's
would
not
abuse
bad.
that if I had that for sure.
Oh, yeah.
If you're gonna spend basically a subscription service fee on movies, you better fucking go.
Do you know how much a ticket to like see in Dolby or IMAX is?
It's like $10.
$22. No, it's like $22.
That much?
Yeah. So it's like
Holy crap!
if I go to see like a movie in Dolby, it's like that's almost the whole monthly payment. And so if I go see 2 movies, I'm already like saving a ton of money.
Jeez, I thought you just go to the movies and they just play the movie.
I do.
When do they start adding all that stuff?
Two things I miss
You ever heard
about
of IMAX? You ever heard of 3D? This is not new stuff, buddy.
Oh, I don't have IMAX.
it's 4D. They spritz you with water and shit. Somebody gets spit on in the movie and you get a mist to the face. Just
What?
You've never seen those? Dude, they're nuts. They're stupid as hell, but they're nuts.
Anyone in the chat, if you saw the movie, leave your quick thoughts. But yeah, no, I saw it both times. I liked it. My mom wanted to go see it, which was crazy, and so I went and saw it again with my mom. She doesn't usually watch that many movies. That was nuts, especially the ones that like have violence in them. But regardless of any of that, it is Christopher Nolan's one of his biggest global debuts. $264 million opening weekend, the biggest live action opening weekend of the year. There was also Toy Story 5 and Mario Galaxy, which I think were around that as well. So
wasn't this? I think you said over the weekend too, with their debut night, it was the biggest R-rated release ever.
I think it's
Was that
behind. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it beat out a Deadpool movie, I'd be shocked.
Yeah, and I think there was maybe one other one, but it is one of the top 3, I believe, biggest openings for an R-rated movie, which is crazy. And it also only cost $250 million to film, so they're it's straight up all gravy.
I'll be right back. Someone's knocking on my door.
Well, okay, actually, no, you know what? And I mean this with all respect, because I'm so into all of this stuff that my brain is attuned to this kind of thing. What would you kind of guess is like the average budget for like a big movie? Do you think this is higher or lower?
Like a big movie? Probably like 40-50 million.
40-50 million? Okay, what in your mind were some examples of like, oh, that's a big movie that probably cost $50 million? Just throw out anything. No judgment here. I'm just honestly curious.
Maybe I am. Man, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head, like big movies that I've like see. Like, okay, well, we'll stick with like Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight. Sure, let's yeah. Well, I mean, important to note that movie came out almost 20 years ago. Inflation changed the budget of that. Let's go to Box Office Mojo. The Dark Knight. Check this out.
All right, nobody knocking on my door. I don't know what the fuck that pounding is.
$185 million.
Oh,
for The Dark
Knight.
No
wonder why I'm not a director and nobody wants me to make movies for them.
Nick, I think you might have missed it. Anthony guessed $40 to $50 million is a big budget movie. Oh, now, let me give you the most recent Fast and the Furious movie, Fast X, cost. It doesn't say on here, but I know it cost $340 million.
I feel like the ones with like the kind of like the fast movies like that where you're using a lot more equipment probably is going to cost you a lot more, especially the cars and stuff. So
yeah, I mean, but look, the movies are expensive to make, especially the ones that are big. And also one thing you have to consider is this is what they made. This is what they spent shooting the movie, hiring the actors, everyone on set, editing, all that kind of stuff. But there's also the additional spend of making trailers and billboards and posters and brand tie-ins and things like that. So usually for the total cost of like us from a studio making a movie, it's usually about 1.5 to 2 times the actual production budget here. So this movie they're going to have to make in order to actually be profitable. It's going to be about $500 million. But the fact that it's already halfway there in only 4 days, I think they'll be fine.
It's me on Twitter noted that on Twitter there was a campaign claiming this would be the largest loss for a Nolan's movie, and I have a feeling that is not going to happen.
No. I mean, it's already made its production budget back in a few days. So yeah, no, this is huge, and that's kind of also one of the reasons why. And I'd be curious to know for you guys, movie-related stocks, studios, theater chains, things like that. When there's a big success of a movie like this. Is there any kind of market movement that you guys end up seeing on different kinds of tickers? Anything like entertainment related?
Yeah, I mean, AMC does some shenanigans on and off. Right now, if we're looking at today only, it's up 15%.
AMC had earnings today too.
Yeah, so they're getting a double whammy there. But if you look at the monthly, they're down 20% still, despite the 14% bounce today. But I mean, AMC's going to do AMC, right? Like you have Adam Aaron, who is constantly, playing the cool dad situation with retail. I have a little bit of a different read on that guy than I think a lot of the AMC ape crowd does. I think he's a populist that has done weird shit with funds at AMC. But I will say it does seem kind of holy over the last couple of years that movies are coming back in style. I wonder if the COVID lull really jump-started it again because people really wanted that social interaction. They're going out more and more and more. But I do remember, even before COVID, that movies were on the downtrend.
Yeah, here, 1 second. Okay, that's not actually true. 1 second. I'm just going to quickly find a spreadsheet or a graph that I've been working on the last few years. Let me show you something. But before COVID, it was not true that movies were.
Oh, I just meant the vibe. Not that things are dying. Just
yeah, sure.
In my social circles, people went very, very rarely to the movies.
Sure, okay, anecdotally, yes, but in 2019 there was $9 billion.
You think I'm going to pull out empirical data, dude? Who are you talking to?
Tucker's about to.
There were $9 billion movies in 2019, so it was the most in any year ever. And also, I think 7 of them were Disney. Yeah, it was crazy.
They were probably all
Don't fight
I bet
the
it was
mouse.
Star Wars.
No, there
movies.
was
I
Rise
bet
of Skywalker, Avengers Endgame, Captain
This-
Marvel, Toy Story 4, Spider-Man Far From Home, Joker.
Any homies
Aladdin.
from the OG Unusual Whales Discord server probably remembers when like the whole server in 2020, 2021 tried to play Disney puts over earnings.
Oh no.
And a good 30 people got kicked in the nuts. So if any of you guys were there, sound off, because I remember that. That wasn't fun.
So
20, 30 people getting absolutely shellacked by the same position.
This chart is kind of showing what you were saying earlier, that movies have kind of been on the upward trend for the last few years. This is the total domestic, which is the North American box office, for every month in 2023, 24, 25, 26 versus 2019, which is the white line. And so you can see the purple line here tracking, around kind of what we were doing in April and that kind of stuff. But May and June, and then July will probably be around here as well, were the biggest months for the box office in the summer movie season since 2019. And so there is kind of this growth. And that was, some big successes in May and June. This month, actually, and maybe AMC is kind of reacting to this, that you said it was down this month. Actually, a number of higher profile failures in the last few weeks. Supergirl massively underperformed, Moana massively underperformed, and the fourth Minions movie is also softer.
Like,
than it
before
has been.
we move like into market stuff, I just want to complain about the regurgitation of remakes. And that's
Sure.
that's been an
God.
issue for like 20 years, but it's getting worse and worse. And I'm not a big fan of the live action of cartoon shit that's been happening either, because they're always done awfully.
Yeah,
Like it's worse when they do it to like an anime, right? They do a live action anime, nothing translates, the style doesn't translate, the acting is questionable. But like with Moana, for example, that's not a brand new animated film,
10
but
years
it's new
old.
enough that why the hell are we doing live action on it already?
I don't disagree with you.
Like, what's going on? Like,
Money?
it just
they tried to
happened.
make money and it didn't work.
Yeah, it backfired
Yeah, it
gloriously.
did. It absolutely did. Yeah. No, yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I didn't even go see Moana. I've seen most of the Disney live action remakes. There's a lot of them I really don't like. I'm not as like super down on them as most people are, but I don't have any strong feelings on them positively. But yeah, it'll also be interesting to see. We've got this massive opening. We are less than 2 weeks away from the opening of the fourth Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, and that'll probably be another $1 billion movie. And so things are pretty good actually for the box office, which is interesting. I mean, it's one of those it's so over, we're so back cycles. With movies. If you're into movies, every week it's like, oh, cinema's over, and the next week, oh my god, I can't believe it, movies are the best thing ever. But we're on that upward swing right now. I'm sure it'll crash back down, but we are on the upward swing at the moment.
There you have it.
I've got something interesting for Tucker. So when I was 15, I used to work at a movie theater, dude. They'd give us
sick.
free.
Did you get to
you'd
take home
free
those
movies.
those 50-gallon bags of popcorn at the end?
Oh, dude, no, dude, there was no discount on food or anything. They didn't let you get
That's
free
evil.
food.
Oh
or
yeah,
anything.
They let-
they
let-
run
they
like
let-
shit shows.
They let you get free movies, but the stupid thing was at the time, if it was a Sony movie, you had to wait 2 weeks to see it.
Why Sony?
I think it was
Probably
something
because of the Spider-Man back in the
contractual
day.
with them or something. Yeah,
That was probably
but
if you did that in high school, that was probably right on the tail end before Marvel reacquired all its rights, right? Like that had, because the Spider-Man shit didn't happen
Yeah.
until recently, so
When
I
did you-
imagine Spider-Man hype played a pretty big role.
that would have been.
Disney still doesn't own Spider-Man.
No, Marvel Studios does.
No,
No, Sony still does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sony does.
Well, it's split.
Yeah,
It's split.
it would have been about 2007, 2008 ish.
Okay,
made a
that's
deal
that's the
with
year Spider-Man
Marvel.
3 came out, 2007. That's the last Tobey Maguire
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so Marvel does own Spider-Man. They own
not the film rights.
Yeah, they own all comic book merchandising rights. Sony still holds perpetual film and
Yeah,
live
correct.
action rights, but they did collaborate at least, which is good because we got some pretty good movies out of it.
Co-finance the films, yeah, the newer ones.
Now the ones the real superheroes who get absolutely robbed by the film industry is the Fantastic Four.
Oh sure.
They've
Did you see
been
the new one?
constantly regurgitating shittily made Fantastic Four movies just to keep the rights over the last. There have been three separate ones, three separate
universes,
teams
yeah.
in the last in my lifetime
20
at
years.
least.
Yeah.
And all of them were bad.
Did you see the new one?
I did.
I thought that movie was awesome. I saw it 3 times in theaters. The theme song's so good. It's like the most accurate visuals. Galactus is easily the best villain of any of those movies.
You know, it's
Man, I haven't been to the movies for so long.
anyway.
Actually, hold on. Last question for Anthony, my little normie pal here. How many movies do you think I saw in theaters?
Too many.
Let me see. Can I sort to last year? How many movies that I saw that came out last year?
Like going to it. Are you counting like going to it twice? So like if you saw Spider-Man twice.
Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. I'm just trying to see. Can I?
Yeah.
Hey,
See,
Tucker,
try to
if you
skew
have
the numbers
chat
on me.
open, it's not showing me old chats on the front end where I can do shit.
Yep.
Can you delete that advertisement and mute SHO2? Fuck out of here.
On which platform?
Twitter.
I don't see that.
That's great. Well, that means no one else sees it either. If anybody sees anybody sharing any links or tags of any kind in the chat, ignore that shit.
Weird. That's
This
very strange.
awesome updated backend that Twitter announced is totally awesome and updated. It's definitely not a recolor reskin. You can't do any mod tools back here. It's fucking stupid.
It looks pretty. Well, you're finding that, Tucker, too. I'll tell you, dude, it was so fun. Movie theater was so fun to work at because you're 15, 16 at the time. You don't have anything else to do. Would see every single movie that came out, every single movie that would come out, even if it was like Barbie or something stupid. Like we would literally go see
Barbie's
it just to see
awesome
it.
movie.
Not
I've seen that
like
movie
the
4
new
times.
one, but I mean, like
Oh,
there's
sure.
some really stupid movies that like came out, and it's just like, why would you even like waste your time? But it's like it's free, why not?
Yeah, of course. So I'm sharing my screen. This is the list of movies I saw that released in 2025.
Oh, you're not gonna have me guess? You're not gonna have me guess?
Too late.
Did you guess? Did you?
Oh, no. Because you didn't tell me if it was gonna be a double. If you're like,
Well, in
counting,
any
seeing
case,
them, like, twice.
real quick,
I was gonna
we
say like
missed
300.
a fat market move there. A fat one.
Yeah.
Dummy thick. Dummy
Moving over
thick
that.
rejection.
I can stop streaming. We can stop talking about movies. go do your little.
No, we can
business stuff.
even come back to it, but I wanted to point this out. We got to just that upper end of the negative gamma zone, up by 7515 SPX, and they failed to accelerate all the way through it toward this heavy positive gamma at 7525. Hard rejection. We're coming back to the midpoint of the morning range. The lows are way down by 7490. So we're still sitting 13 points above that on SPX. But that rejection got me feeling spicy. I want a good bounce here to see if I can catch another trip down. I'm just eyeballing to see if the NASDAQ can form a safer stair step here for me to enter on. Right now it'd be chasing. I want to retest about 20 to 30 points higher before I try to short it. But that was a clean rejection. They got a little bit above daily level I have here, 29,181. Rejected the reclaim of it. Now I'm just eyeballing to see if we can't put something on. But right here's a little chasey for me. So keeping an eye on that. Let's see if buyers have the balls to push back up through this negative gamma zone. Because that 75.45 is not going anywhere. And 75.30 is building up too. So I'm going to be a little reserved on trying to short with them.
Yeah, this is not the best spot to take something right in the middle of the negative gamma with a big range. Yeah, this is. I'll hang out. I am eyeing that kind of 75.45 because it's had some big updates here, so I'm just kind of eyeing that. But yeah, right now, the hands off for me. I'm not touching anything unless I'm at my good positive gamma spot.
I'm just keeping an eye on NASDAQ. It is struggling to hold this support. I think we might get some back testing of some of those pre-market levels. Just keeping an eye on it.
And there's not much for flow off the bat either. Big surprise.
And folks, as we go along, we will still do our long-ass flow review section. So if you have any tickers or contracts you want us to look at, feel free to start spamming those in chat. We will pull them up as we go along. I'm short. And I'm already out, so never mind. I won't even walk through that. Just a quick little. I only got about 20 points out of that on 2 MNQ contracts. We're sitting up about $50. We're chilling. If I get a back test, I'm going to short with my actual size, though. That was just a little chaser I wanted 20 points out of, and they gave it to me. And we are tumbling without me. NASDAQ down below 29,100. Firm. That is a bit of a knife. I exited right here where my dotted line is hovering because that was that little flag of support that they had before the back test and pre-market, so that was my target. Now we're below it, so I'm going to be looking for back tests again, see if we can't take a second one on that. But other than that, we're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling talking movies on a Monday, bitches.
Yeah.
Tucker just muted himself to start talking.
You know, sometimes errors are made. I was just gonna say it's Movie Monday, baby. I don't know, man. All right,
Movie Monday. It is. I do think it's funny that Odyssey did so well over the weekend, though, because like that homie on Twitter said, people were attacking it before it even came out. They're like,
People
this is gonna bomb. No one's screwed.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone remembers, but his last movie, Oppenheimer, made like $950 million. So I think,
Yeah.
Only 950. He only made 900.
It did make $1 billion.
That's
though.
it.
Yeah,
it.
it's
Man.
unfortunate, but that's a great movie. Did you guys see Oppenheimer? That feels like something.
I haven't, and I suck because I haven't. I just talked about how Dune's like the last ones / most recent that they did really well with the source material.
Mm-hmm.
That is all hearsay by people who are also snobs about books to movies like I am. That's them telling me they're good. And I still haven't watched them. I suck.
Oh, you haven't seen the Dune movies? Oh, I actually think you would probably like them, yeah.
I think I would too. I mean, everybody's hyping them up that I talk with that gets really pissed off when they ruin books to movies. I get pretty mad. Dude, we are juicing to the downside now.
Yeah.
I should have just left that bad boy open. So the failure to accelerate through the entire negative gamma range to the top side is currently succeeding to the downside. We've got a little build-up way down at 74.70, but SPX is about to make a new low already. They didn't even give me the back test I wanted. Being patient is lame, guys. I know it's best. I know it's best. We all know what's best. We preach the shit out of it, and then we break that rule every now and again anyway. Damn it. Nice moves. If anybody caught that short, good shit, because we just set barely a new low on SPX. From almost 75.15, we're down to 74.90 again on SPX. I'm looking for the NASDAQ to bounce up and give me another chance to play. Other than that, guys, we are chilling. Half hour into the session, just about. Nothing crazy. Made about $50 on a small short earlier. Wish I left that open. Those of you just coming in, feel free to drop your ticker requests. Any contracts you want us to look at, we'll be starting to do that here in a minute. So feel free to give us stuff to backlog and jump onto.
I'm waiting to see if you hop in here. Look at that drop off above us here, and we're kind of building up below us here. I'm
waiting
surprised
to see
you're not
what this bounce on the NASDAQ does, because we have a lot of back testing we can do for my shorts.
Yeah.
Ideally, like 60 points up from here would be my ideal entry in that 120s range. But I suspect they might give me something closer to the 90s here. But keeping an eye on it. If I miss it, I'll probably chase just given the trajectory. But I'm not going to be too risky on these.
Yeah, I'm not taking it right at this spot. Oh, yeah.
All right, I shorted but got a really bad fill. So I'm keeping my stop really tight.
Is the dome messed up again today?
That is what happened. You got to be careful sometimes with market orders, and I unfortunately tend to enter on market orders. But we got a nice little example of the bid and the ask on the micro NASDAQ, getting about 20 points wide right when I clicked enter the trade.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So I'm sitting through a little bit of drawdown here. I keep trying to fuck with my headphones, but I have in-ears now for the show, and so there's nothing here for me to fuck with, and I keep reaching up to my ears like an idiot to touch air. All right, we're starting to go.
Oh, you got
a
new headset?
Yeah, well, I just got in-ears because I get really hot with those with those studio cans. It's like I'm not recording and editing music. I don't need these.
Yeah, no, it doesn't need.
Way too hot.
You're hearing our voices. Our voices aren't even good.
All right, let's see. I want a new low on this. I don't like I said, look at my entry way down here. I clicked enter way up here. So I got about 15 points of slippage just by way of entering this trade. I'm going to let this play out. I want a new low here. I want to see if they can take out this pre-market low down at 29,020s. There we go. That is pretty. I'm probably going to take this if they print a bottom wick here. they get below these 29,000s, I think we can get a nice flush, but I'm not going to risk it because I don't like my entry. And right now my trailing stop would be right at break even. I'm not giving this $100 back. We're keeping this $100. So I'm actually just going to flatten there. Let's see if I can get another re-entry on the bottom of this shelf that they formed. But this should be up about 150 on the prop account this morning. 147.40. I have no complaints about that. For those wondering what I was looking at, I'll have a short coming out this week outlining this exactly. There's already a longer form video of several examples of it on the Unusual Whales YouTube. I think it's just straight up titled How to Trade Futures Using Periscope or something like that. But this really wide range is why I was anxious to enter, because usually I like to see those back tests come to the floors that they set on the way up. Here, they didn't quite do that. They didn't even get me to those 90s I wanted. They rejected at the 75s, and so I jumped in and placed my stop above the 84s because that's the stair step they formed to the downside. Now they're going without back testing the stair again. But I like to see them back test from below into the bottom of those little shelves they form to get in, and then I place my stop right above them. In this case, they're just going without me. I thought we would see a little bit more of a bounce here near this 29,000 evens, a little bit of a mental level. Right here was the support at 980 in the pre-market before they broke out to the upside to those 180s. So this would have been my full target anyway. Now I'm back to waiting for a new entry. Periscope agreeing with me. We see this negative gamma zone building up the whole time we've dropped through it. They accelerated through it the way that we were looking to see happen in the in the open. They accelerated through it to the upside. Now they flipped the script and they accelerated through it to the downside. We have 7480 that used to be positive gamma, now flipping negative, and we have that buildup of 7470 I mentioned. So everything from the market maker gamma exposure to the price action told me to short, and that's why I get in that short. I'm trying to do a better job of outlining why I enter trades and why I exit them. So forgive me for the dissertations.
Always fun. Always fun. Yeah, they're still building up down there below.
If they just go without me, I'll piss and moan about it, but it's fine. It's fine.
All the way down there at 74.30
Yeah,
too,
dude.
man. Oof. Another 50 points down.
Yeah, they're not giving me
boy.
re-entry here, folks. What I would want to enter again is a backtest way up at these 29,050 area for a really safe entry. Right now, if I was still in a short, I would just be trailing to these 1 minute candles to try to catch continuation. But we're down far enough from my initial target that I'm not just going to jump in here and chase. Even if they do backtest way down to my purple line of glory we talked about from the pre-market session, resistance, 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 support, support, support. I like this level. That's why it's purple. I keep that one on my chart at all times. But right now, it'd be chasing the 1 minute candles all the way down there, and I'm not going to try to do that. I want safer entries, especially since we're 2 for 2. I'm not going to give that $150 back just because I'm patient. But I'm tempted to.
You could see a nice whoosh right back up. I mean, there's so much negative gamma there that it can happen quick. I do like the fact that we are kind of coming up to that positive gamma. Could see maybe a little stall here. If you're curious and taking a long, except market tides.
Tucker, that is an auto translate thing on YouTube.
Gotcha,
Hover your mouse over the comment.
Oh, ANET. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, this thing, I have to do it manually every time and I always forget. It doesn't just shut off the auto translation shit.
Sorry.
Yeah, not your fault. YouTube sucks too. Just not as much as Twitter.
I did not think that it would completely change that.
Live chat translation save. There, it's turned off. God, that's fucking annoying. Keep those tickers coming, folks. We will be doing good old-fashioned flow reviews here shortly. I'm just trying to see if I can snipe another Periscope entry, or if they're just going to fucking run it without me.
Man, I like that build up down there. It's still building up, and you're still dropping off up here. That 74.90 could be a potential good spot there, but man, there's just so much negative gamma. I hate trading in the middle of negative gamma so much.
Me too, but sometimes the scary trade's the right trade. That's why
Yeah.
you'll see me short the hole a lot, but you won't see me long the tops because I'm a coward with longs. But the premise is kind of the same. Breakdowns seem to be a bit easier than breakouts intraday, though, because I'm stupid.
Man, it's
Jaden
still
says
growing there,
SPX
too.
Gamma. That is exactly what this is. It's a attributed market maker exposure. There are no customers. You're not in this. I'm not in this. Just market makers. There they go. They formed a stair step, and they are breaking down without the higher back test I wanted. Exact same pattern right here. This was the short. They're pushing through all of that negative gamma right now, Anthony. Not safe to short here. That's for damn sure. I would have a 50-point stop loss, and I'm not doing that. We're not doing that. That would give back both of those wins we just took. So not in my risk profile. I'm waiting to see if buyers can give me a better entry.
Yeah, you're coming up on that positive gamma 74.70 and 74.75 there too. So I mean, might see a little price suppression there. We'll see. If we get down a little bit longer, or a little bit of that 74.70, another 12 points or so, that could be at least a quick little relief bounce. We'll see how the profile looks at that time if we get there. But man,
Checking out the profile picture.
They're still kind of building up down there, so I'm just kind of hands off right now until we get to a good spot there. I'm just looking at my feed, man. There's nothing coming in again right away.
Well, if you want, we can actually start now. We're at the top of the hour, chilling. We've taken a couple of trades. I'm going to be taking a few more here and there as the setups come to us. But we can start diving into just a couple of these flow requests while we go along. I'm trying to keep things as segmented as possible, but homie, if there's no trades, there's no trades. We'll look at flow. What are you going to do?
Yep. I have the two that Tucker dropped here, that Cypher 19 put from Udita Patel there on YouTube here. We can take a peek at these. These did hit my tape, and I was looking at them a little bit ago. So the short datedness, so they're weeklies here. Let's take a peek at the tape here. So you do get that nice IV spike when they come in. Spot is filling with the ask. A little wider bid-ask spread here. It's a 15-cent bid-ask spread here. That's kind of big for this, especially on a weekly. Let's just keep following this up. So our IV staying up. I do want to see where that descending fill is in here. So, and just kind of a little context. So these are filling at the ask here. This isn't an above ask fill or anything like that. Just keep that in mind. It's giving you that same bid and ask here, so it's an 85-cent bid and ask there. Usually when I see this kind of coming on the tape, I just ignore that tape. I really like the super clean tape there. That's just kind of, a little,
this one's
makes it a
covered in
little
lint.
questionable. Really?
The tape.
Oh yeah,
That
I was
just
like,
an
what?
r/whoosh moment right there.
Yeah, that was it's a Monday. Yeah, and it's all heavy size in here too. So I mean, yes, it's filling at the ask. I just don't like when the order book does that. It's just kind of something that might throw it off a little bit there. I don't see where that. Oh, there's a descending fill. One contract at the 85. So it's not really in a massive descending fill. It's one contract, so it's not really a big deal. We come back up there. I probably lean buy to open on these. I just don't like that middle part when the order book kind of does that with the goofy fills there. I would lean buy to open on those. I don't know what we're up 13% today. Let's see whatever these 5% out of the money. Yeah, I mean, you got good negative net volume. Your premium, you are seeing call and put premiums that are ask side coming here. Calls are a little higher, but because you're up 13% on the day. I would lean buy to open on these. I would just be very cautious with the short datedness. Why is it up so much today? What's the news on it? Cypher.
Magic on a Monday.
Oh, price target lowered. I always find it funny when you see these stupid ratings and like they'll give it a super good upgrade think tanks. They get a super, a price cut target, then it pops. It's so stupid to me sometimes how this stuff works. Let's just see. Yeah, I don't see any news besides the update on there. I'm assuming I think crypto's up a little bit right now. I think it popped a little bit yesterday. I didn't really look at it too much today. Actually, let me just take a quick peek.
Take a little
Oh,
peek.
there's
See.
a lot of cells coming in on it. Let's go back here. So we are, no, let's go one day. No. Here we go. Jeez, man. All over the place. I usually don't look at this too much in here. So, I mean, yeah, well, I mean, Bitcoin's up about 1.5% since the 17th there. So, I mean, little pop there. I would almost lean wide open on these here. I don't know how the heat zone looks on it. Let's take a peek. Not too much. That 4-day, right on that negative gamma right now. What's that? Absolute gamma's 30. Yeah, I'm not seeing too much on the heat zone there. Put wall, you're right on top of support too. Yeah, that's I tend to avoid stuff, when it's up 14-15% on a day, because it can continue to go up the next day, or it can drop significantly the next day. I mean, it's just, you're a lot of momentum traders are going to chase this, and then they might dump shares tonight. It's hard to know. I would lean buy to open on these though. Do we have anything else on Cypher coming in? Let's see.
When I hear Cypher, that's by far your CYPH, which is the new ticker of LPTX, and I get Vietnam flashbacks.
Yeah, this is by far your kind of biggest one here. Than these calls, I'm guessing they're probably already up yet. Not really directional here either. I mean, you got kind of split between the ask, mid, and bid there. Yeah, I would say, I mean, if you get a decent fill on something like that, but I don't. It's just it's up 14%. It's maybe wait till the end of day on something like that. That's what I like to do. Like if it's up 15%, because it's gonna probably keep kind of chugging or stay up there. I like to let the IV settle a little bit and maybe snake something going into close. But yeah, I lean by to open on those if you made me trade it. I just didn't like that part with the order book kind of on that one. So let's get away from Cypher here. Then let's see. Oh, QQQ, there's going to be so much for that. IWM, there's going to be so much for that. There's going to be a lot for Google too with the earnings coming up. I did see actually a Google call come in here for earnings this week. Google reports here in a couple days. These hit the tape here again, and just when that flow overlaps earnings, I don't really honestly go in and look at the tape. The tape can look 100% perfect, exactly everything you want to see, and the stock can tank on earnings. So I mean, it's it's just kind of a grain of salt. Anything earnings related, I just automatically kind of treat as a lotto, and you have to expect. And even if the flow looks good, like yes, this could pop significantly after earnings, but can also, or Google could significantly drop. So, and just speaking about earnings, let's just go look at it there.
Yeah, full screen for your heat zones as well.
Yeah, like Google here, I mean, you're not getting a super clean direction. I mean, it's kind of sporadic. You have some beats to the upside, well, on the implied move beats. You got some to the upside, you got some to the downside, and you got kind of a lot in the middle there. So, I mean, it's almost a coin toss already for earnings. And then you add this in, it's, I mean, it's almost a dice roll at that point then. It's, yeah, I mean, Google kind of performs well post earnings, but I mean, it's, again, you just see how messy the data is after there. It's, yeah, I tend to avoid earnings. Oh, let me look at the heat zone right here. Just
really quick. I caught that short. Nah, I don't. This one it's just a continuation short. Never mind. Go ahead. We'll stick to flow for a few minutes.
I was just gonna say that 4-day out does have a lot of gamma to the upside there. Again, treat everything with a grain of salt with the earnings approaching. That's all I gotta say on that one. But other than that, yeah, it's up significantly today. Nice little pop there. Yeah, just, I mean, that 724, 367.5 is kind of the biggest opening trade here on the weekly on Goog. I don't know about Goog L.
I mean, they're same shit. It's just different
Yeah,
classes.
yeah,
of
it's
shares.
same stuff. Yeah, one you get the voting rights, the other one you don't. I think it's Class A's with the voters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Goog had a little better here. Everything else here is just kind of split. I'm sure the heat zone's exactly the same there on the four. Actually, it's not.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, might as well overview it if it's new. Oh, I should have kept that short open.
Yeah, that
it
four.
is what it is.
That 4-day does have positive gamma above us. You're just coming into it more. Goog looked like it had a little more to run than Google. Obviously, they're going to run pretty much in tandem anyways. So, yeah, I've always kind of found that funny with like Google because you have the two classes and sometimes they're skewed a little different. Obviously, because you have different options trades going into each one. But I find it interesting when there's kind of like a little divergence in there. Like this isn't really a big divergence. I mean, it's still pretty bullish read there. But yeah, earnings coming up. Treat it with a grain of salt. Man, I remember when Google split back in, what was that, like 2021?
Oh, yeah.
And it was like $50 a share, $80 a share, something, give or take. Well, now we're back up to the 300s.
Either on Wednesday or on Friday, whenever it was, I sent one of our oh fuck, what video was it? I can't remember what topic the video was. I sent it, somebody asked a question, and Netflix in there was worth like $50 or some shit in that video. Like, damn. Times have changed.
Yeah, I always find that funny. It's like, yeah, because I mean, nobody's buying shares of Amazon when it's like $3,500 a share. It's like, just split. Just split. Take it easy.
We are coming right up on top of that positive gamma on SPX, and we are damn close to my purple line of glory at 29,923. I wonder if buyers can keep them up.
I do. Oof, I don't even really want to take a long here. I don't like that positioning down here still.
Yeah, we're down far enough and right on top of my full target at 923 that kind of chasey. Again, we're right back in a situation where I need a back test. But right now, I mean, unless buyers really get some juice to push back through this negative gamma, we have more or less backtraced half or more of the pre-market gain in the NASDAQ. NASDAQ was up a little over 1%. Now we're up about 0.6% on the NASDAQ. Getting a little bounce here. Keeping my eyes out. I want to see if they can push back into that negative gamma zone or if that negative gamma zone is rear view mirrored rejection spot time. Keeping an eye on this. The temptation is here.
Man, that thing does not want to bounce. I don't feel comfortable along right here. Yes, we might bounce, but I don't like the positioning below us there. I'd rather kind of see us.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, give me like a positive gamma bar up here. Like, let's do 74.85, flip positive. And
I did short this top. My stop's right above the current 1 minute candle. I'm currently about 15 points in profit. I'm just trying to see if they form another stair step down right here, right now, down toward my 923 level. The risk to reward is there for me. I'll give back 40 to try to make about 100. So let's see if they bounce this up. I have 2 more entry spots on the way up if buyers get the juice. But so far right now, they're taking me out there. All right, we lost 40 on that. I'm still eyeballing an entry for the same trade. I don't like that it's 20 points above now, but I got to take it. You guys might see me stop out twice in a row for the first time on the show. Give it to me. Reject. Take me home. What I always love is when you get wicked out and then they knife without you. That's just one of the caveats to trading. It's very real. You're going to experience it. All right, they got me. I'm going to close this profit take order down there because there's nothing to take profit on. We're back to waiting. Good old-fashioned waiting of trading. Those net call premiums are still knifing while we bounce. We've now bounced a solid 70 points from that bottom on the NASDAQ. Let's see if the buyers got the juice because the net call premiums are not moving with it. I'm going to take one more stab at it. If this one stops out, we are done for 5 to 10 minutes while I reevaluate and wait for a new setup. This is the exact same trade I just took and lost on twice at a little bit of a better position. If they rocket off of this, shorts are off the table until I see some repositioning. But we're still right at the bottom of that negative gamma zone on SPX. I would like them to reject now. Otherwise, we're back to waiting, and it is what it is. Hanging out. I do not want them to bounce these 962s. I want this to flush right here, right now, and give me that 923 area. Otherwise, they're going to start stair-stepping us up, which is the same pattern, just in the opposite damn direction. We're still rejecting that negative gamma zone on SPX, but there's still that little blip of positive gamma below us. See if we can get the flush, or if they're going to play with my emotions a little bit this morning.
They gotta
All
play
right,
with
this is
your
a little
emotions
better.
a little bit.
Give me a new low. They bounce out of this, I'll flatten and take what I got. We are up a good chunk of change here. We're up 44 points. Do not backtest again. That'd be annoying. You don't want to be annoying. That's my job, NASDAQ. Leave being annoying as fuck to me, brother. All right, if this takes out its own high, I'm taking it. We're right at the spot that I was worried about a bounce when I entered the trade that I mentioned. If they bounce it, I'm out. Otherwise, I want this flush to 923. So I just get dead silent waiting. All right, I'm actually going to move my stop here so it's not manual in case they rocket off of this. But this trade wins no matter what, folks. Manage that risk. Move your stops if you need to. I'm liking this right now. If they bounce out of it, so be it. But we are pretty damn close to my target that I will be happy with this one regardless. Let's see. All right. They tickled the low. They didn't get it. I'm going to take that. They can flush if they want. I don't care. We already won that trade. Same trade we did way up here. The same one we did right here. And the same one we stopped out of twice right here. We caught it. Got both of those stop outs back. We're in profit. Wiped out the 2 losing trades and some. And that's another reason, guys, why I tell you not to shadow trade. I don't care if you think we're awesome traders. I don't care if we are or not. Don't shadow trade. There's a delay in the feed from when I do something and from when it gets pushed to the platforms. You saw me stop out in 10 seconds twice in a row. You could have taken some heat there if you tried to just shadow that. I stop out really tight. Usually I'll size into my move once I start getting it, but we're in a precarious spot. That's why I didn't size into that. But we still wiped out the losing trades that we hit back-to-back there. We are back firmly in profit. I'm going to see what buyers can do here. Because like I said, on SPX, we are at the bottom of that negative gamma range. Way at the bottom. Right on top of the first positive gamma bar we've seen since open. Now, mind you, it's falling off. It's starting to go negative. Some of these are repositioning down. You see the 7440 still growing. If we make that whole range, Anthony, even I will be tempted to put on a long. Look at the 7430s on all expirations. On our 0 day, we're looking at a very similar structure. We're right on top of the last bastion of positive gamma before the really heavy shit, way down at 7440. So I'm keeping an eye to see if buyers can give them a little bit of a relief bounce here, like Anthony was saying. But right now, I would like to see, for anybody trying to get long, some of this negative gamma start to reposition to the positive side. But right now, trajectory is downward. I'm looking for re-entries again.
Yeah, I'm already in a short right now, actually.
Right back to our conversation about patience. Here's Anthony chasing.
Yeah. Yeah. I got in because look at our 7430. We're still
I see
growing
why.
there. It's
Dude, these in-ears are nice because I'm not sweating my ass off as much from my studio headphones. But they hurt my ears, man. Your short should be coming to you. NASDAQ's already forming a new low. NASDAQ is at my full target of 923.
Give me a little bit more. Give me a little teeny bit more. How are we doing on that? We're right at that positive gap. I'm watching this.
We're right on top of my purple line of justice, too. We just bounced it to the tick, so be careful. Look at that, folks. This is why I keep 923 on my charts at all times. Right there.
I'm watching. We're gonna get out of these guys. Oh, I'm only in one contract. I changed it on Friday because the dome was messed up on Friday. I'm like, why is it so? Let me get out of that. I'm only in the one contract.
Yeah, sizing down when shit's messy is the way
I've-
to go. Especially
I was like-
on Friday when we had these massive 20-point slippages.
Yeah, I was like, why is it only giving me like a couple bucks there? And I was, oh yeah, that's it. It's down. Well, whatever. Yeah, it's not holding that 74.70. That's a spot where I typically would have went long, but they were building up down there. I did not like that. Did not like that.
Yeah, the way that 74.70 is falling off toward the negative side, I think they might give us the range. But right now, I mean, we're now below my purple line of justice. I'm already in a situation where I have to wait for back tests again anyway. It is what it is. That's fine. But we did catch the last one, and we're chilling. We're chilling.
We both caught one. Look at that. I even took a short with you. Look at that. Look at that. So I got a couple other requests. I don't know if you want to do those yet.
We can dive right in. We're about 8 minutes until the segment starts anyway. I'm probably still going to be trading back here, but I can walk through those after the fact. We can start pivoting into flow reviews. So I'm going to go ahead and let Twitter know that flow review segment has begun. We're vibing. All right, what we can do real quick, though, open a new tab. We'll do Netflix after. Patrick Rain was the first guy to even say anything in any of the chats. He wants to take a look at USO, so let's hit the homie before he leaves because we suck.
Yeah, let's take a peek here. USO, so oil. And oil was fun last night because you had the big gap up and then thing tanked down. Speaking of oil, dude, those CVX contracts that we talked about last week.
Yeah.
Just monster move. I love it when it happens and it's on the show.
Speaking of that AMC conversation, though, on that earnings, which explains the 15-16% pop, they delivered the highest quarterly revenue and adjusted EBITDA in history. It's been around 106 years. This was its best one. So movies are not dead, folks.
Tucker didn't even tell us that, man. the movie expert couldn't even tell us that.
AMC printed its best quarterly earnings and EBITDA in its 106-year history.
106? Jesus, I didn't know they'd been around that long.
Me neither. I didn't.
That's crazy.
But their best quarterly revenue and adjusted EBITDA. If you're fundamentals, homie, things do look decent for AMC.
Obviously, I'm talking about how I worked in a movie before. I'll get to USO right after this, but I've always heard. I mean, they make their money off the snack bar more than anything else. The concession stand,
theaters have to pay a shitload of money.
Much,
they have to pay a shitload of money
to get
to screen.
And
that's why we always bring like a side bag, like a messenger bag, or someone with a fat purse. And I would hit a gas station. I'd smuggle slushies in, dude. I'm not paying concession.
How would you smuggle a slushie in?
But yeah, you hit the gas station, get a slushie, put a bag over top of it, and tie a knot at the bottom. Set it in right side up. Boom, you have a movie slushie, and they're none the wiser.
Jeez, man.
But also, the people working at the front usually just don't give a shit.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah. That's.
I would like a rejection right here to catch another short. I'm feeling good this morning. The setups have been there. We just tested the bottom of that negative gamma zone again. Give me another flush. Just for old time's sake. Just for fun. Let's print this top wick on the 1 minute. Let's knife this down. In the meanwhile, Anthony, go ahead and pull up some USO fun facts.
Yeah, got it. Looking at USO
you are
here,
talking into a muted microphone, my man.
No, I'm not.
No, it's not.
Or is it my side? It might be my side. It's my side. Lovely. It's on my side. You're good.
Me.
You're good. My monitors are picking it up. My headphones aren't. So I'll try to fix that.
Yeah. Blame me. But looking at USO, premiums are kind of all over the place. Obviously, seeing call premiums, put premiums, little ask side, a lot of volatile premiums coming into this one here. take a peek at flow here. So I do see a couple contracts off the bat here. I do want to check them because there is some open interest on these. But that 731-180 call could be of interest here. This probably have to be a double check that open interest because you have, 1,000 there, 1,000 there. This is just slightly under that. I would want to double check that. They are kind of far out of the money for 11 days. I just want to see if we have earnings on this. What do we have earnings? No, USO's the geez, man, the oil fund there, so it's not going to have her. I was like, I always double check the earnings, and I did that last Monday when I'm sitting there looking at an ETF. I'm like, I can't find it, but no, yeah, this doesn't have earnings, but we have oil earnings coming up in, I believe,
can you
2
hear
weeks.
me?
So that
Nick?
I don't think you can.
Okay, just checking. Yeah, so it's both of us. Weird.
Cool. Well, I guess it's us. I guess it's us then. Hey, see, that's what he gets for making fun of your headphone issues earlier, I guess.
Yeah, my computer issues. Yeah.
Yeah, or yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, these USOs though, I would want to double check that open interest here. They are far out of the money. Very volatile though. Let's take a peek at the 724-130s here. These almost look like they could potentially be shorted calls. Hard to know. I mean, they were up at 190, or they opened at 199 there on Friday, moved up to 238, and now they're down to 180. So I mean, they're not. They're pretty in line here. I just want to look at that tape from Friday. Any clues on that tape? And you get a small IV drop there's at the bid. Man, these almost might be shorted calls. I just don't like shorting the calls that close to the money, because if oil does get a big pop, that's not good. Not good if you are in there. But I'm sure the theta is pretty high on these. 38
Theta
cents.
Ds.
You can hear us again?
Oh, he's back. Oh no.
Yeah, I
Can you
can
hear
finally
me?
hear you again. I don't know what the fuck that
Okay.
was, and what I did
Huh.
shouldn't have fixed it. but it did, so-
That's karma. That's karma. That's what that was. For making fun of Tucker and his little computer issues. Yeah, I almost want to lean that these are possibly short calls. They're just not too far out of the money where I'd feel comfortable shorting calls. And to kind of go off this one too, this is one with all that open interest on it here too. So like if we pop this back 45 days, just to kind of look here, you're not really seeing much in here either. I mean, you had the 2,800, 11,000 of that, or 6,800 of that carried over from Friday. So yeah, I almost want to lean possibly short these calls. Obviously, you get a headline overnight or something that can absolutely pump oil. So just kind of keep that in mind. It's like for oil and stuff, I kind of like to just think in my head, like, hey, how are geopolitical tensions going right now? And it's very volatile. I'm not a big fan of trading oil just because of the volatility. There's just so much going on, and it's a lot of headlines that drive it. And obviously, right now there's a lot of headlines going around, so you do have to kind of pay attention to that. Obviously, with even stocks and options, all that, anything too, you gotta pay attention to that. But oil, it seems like oil is very, very, you seem to see the bigger moves in oil more so. But I'm looking at the heat zones here. I mean, your heat zones and what we were trading at a high here today. Let's just see. So high was about 125 on here. So let's just take a peek, like your 4-day here. So I mean, yeah, you got a little above us there. Your 11-day out again, and it's on that 130 strike there. That's your absolute gamma. So I mean, and you're sitting in the middle of that kind of put wall and call wall here, but you can see our little green here where that put wall is. You're in that support range. So I mean, it's not a horrible setup. It kind of, I'd almost just like, I'd talk to myself out loud about that and be like, hey, do we think, tensions are going to continue to rise, or is there going to be more escalation? It's a lot of that with oil for me. Like, I'm trying to kind of gauge a view. Obviously, if there's peace talks or anything, it's not going to be good for oil. So I mean, just kind of keep that in mind. Oil's I'm just not the biggest just because of that volatility with it. But yeah, I would say other than that, not much for fly. I like the heat zone read though, to the kind of the upside there for the week. But it's a lot can happen in an hour, even with a headline with something like that. I mean, we gapped up like what 3% last night on oil, and it opened red. So I mean, there's a lot of volatility with it.
Nah, safest metric ever. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah. We'll leave it at that. How about these ANET puts? Did we look at these already?
I don't think so.
Feel like no, we didn't. Feel like we did, but apparently not. All right, let's take a peek at these. So we don't overlap earnings. That is what I like to see. So let's take a peek at everything here. So starting about 8:55. So when that flow comes in, so just kind of paying attention here. The IV is kind of down a little bit with that stock price and down. So I'm just kind of eyeballing that. It's a pretty wide bid-ask spread as well too. It's about $1 bid-ask spread. That's kind of wide for me. Let's just kind of take a peek at the tape though. So filling at the ask, you get a couple drops here in 11 contracts. So that's your descending fill. IV comes back up, spot comes back up. Staying up, and then you get kind of some IV drops here at the end as well with that stock price going down. I wouldn't feel, I mean, personally, I wouldn't feel comfortable kind of with this one, and I'll show you why. So, I mean, when that flow comes in, so I mean, again, I take everything, I'm not going to say, oh, this 847 trades related to this. It's impossible to know, and it's only one contract, probably somebody else. But again, I just like to see the context of what's happening with that IV bid-ask spread, all that stuff when that flow comes in. And here, I mean, you're down, 20 some cents here when the whale comes in. I'm seeing that IV. Why did I say drop when it came in? I rose when it came in. Jeez, man, it's a Monday brain today.
It is Monday.
I think the dyslexicness came in here where I'm like 7-0, then 7-0-3. That's probably where it got me a little bit there. But yeah, you get the big IV spike here. So okay, that might kind of change the read a little bit there with that stock price dropping. So that's what I like to see. Little come up there. Yeah, I'd probably lean buy to open on these actually. Now that I came back and saw that there, the little drop on the one contract here at the end, or the 3 contracts, not a super big issue. I'm looking kind of more on the size if something like that happens. Man, I would probably lean buy to open on these. Do we got anything else? Yeah, look at all that put premium coming in. Looks like we got a couple big puts coming in. You can see that big spike in the put premium here. Looks like it is 2 11-day contracts getting hit here. That's 731 165. A little earlier in the day. This is the one we just looked at. And then, let's go back. And then you got the 170 put here. Let's take a peek at these, see if there's any context in these ones too. Yeah, big spike in IV when these come into, again, little wider bid-ask spread though. And then you get that goofy order book here. Again, they're filling at the ask. This isn't above ask fill or anything. Don't fall for that. Nothing. You can't buy something more at the. Can't buy above the ask.
A lot of services like to sensationalize above ask and below bid, and they're technically not possible. That just happens to be the best price that was allocated by the National Best Offer, and they're technically not actually outside of it. So don't get sensationalized by that like you might see on some Twitter accounts.
Yeah, I almost, I mean, like, especially like when that we were talking about that earlier here. I mean, like when the order book gets goofy like that, I tend to kind of just avoid it. Just it makes it a little messy. Like, yes, there's still the ask, but it just kind of something that draws a little attention to it there. But combining that with that other flow, I would say the 165s look better than the 170s, but I would almost lean wide open. I mean, you're seeing kind of that double contract hit there. So I mean, you got the 731s, 170, 165s being hit there. Nothing else really in here. Nothing else of size really coming in there. This is a lot of put premium coming in today. Oh, it's got good put premium on Friday there too. I just want to look at Friday's flow. Oh no, another 11-day 160 put from Friday. And most of that did kind of carry over there too. Yeah, I don't dislike it. I dislike the spread on it, but man, I'd probably lean buy to open on those there. Probably lean buy to open. I just want to look at the heat zone on it. So those were 11 days out. We have earnings, and I think it was 15 days. So that heat zone's a little messy. Does favor a little upside. That positive gamma's at 175, 180, but you are sitting in negative gamma, and there's some bigger negative gamma spikes in here too. Let's just pop this here. Yeah, and your spot price is right above that put wall too. Your put wall's 170, so heat zone reads kind of saying maybe up a little bit. That flow was kind of telling me down. Almost a coin flip then once you use the 2 data points there. I'd say I don't dislike the flow that much though, because I mean, you got, again, the 2 hits there. You have some hits from Friday there too. It's very interesting. Very interesting. And then obviously keep in mind too, we had a lot of, Google's reporting this week. Think off the top of my head, let me go back to the earnings page here. I don't want to get it wrong. Let's go here. Yeah, I mean, you got Tesla, Google, ServiceNow. It's a software thing. IBM. There's a lot of names that are reporting that can impact that stock. So it's just kind of, that's why you keep hearing me say I kind of ease off around earnings season. Like, could it be, are they trying to look for like a sympathy play off, maybe like, I don't know, ServiceNow tanking earnings or something? Like, who knows? It's just, that's why I'm a little cautious around earnings season. But yeah, I'd say just from a ANAT standpoint alone by itself, I'd say the flow looks good to the downside, but your heat zone's kind of leaning maybe a little upside there. So just a little caution, just with a lot of tech names reporting this week too. Let's see. Go through. Oh, and then we have the Netflix put here. So let's take a peek at those ones here. Looks like a lot of this has been sitting in here since 626. So here that is. It's a big bid side put. Very, very long dated, and it is a big multi-leg one as well too. It looks like. Oh, I'll wait for Nick to get back, but
I'm
just
back.
kind of looking, and that fills not that okay. Good. So we're looking at those Netflix, the bid side puts there. These it's a big multi-leg trade, so it's almost like they. Because your open interest is a lot larger on the ask side ones here. Are they closing out the short dated ones there and rolling them to the
Yeah, that
long
looks like a
dated?
roll to me.
That's what it kind of, yeah. It's, I mean, look at that. So that's your, yeah. And
Yeah, that looks like a roll.
it almost looks like it's probably related to another roll too. Yeah. So this thing's been getting rolled for a little bit. So then you go back to the 61882 put. Yeah, there's kind of a lot going deep in the money too. I mean, 22% in the money. Yeah, I mean they look like a roll there to me, very long dated. So I mean, I wouldn't again, that's why you use the tools and look up the stuff, because if you're just looking at that face value, you're like, "Oh, hey, they're bid side puts, they're short puts." You went into that and kind of looked at it, and it almost looks kind of like they're long puts there at the bid, and it's such a tough fill on that one too. That's essentially a mid fill there on those there. I mean, it's tough to get a read on that one there. Yes, it marks it at the bid because it's slightly on that bid side, but it's truly almost a mid fill there, where I'm not gonna really take anything out of that. Look at the heat zone there though on it. Heat zone on that 11-day out, you got some negative gamma down there at 65. 821 year 32, you got negative gamma above us. Yeah, there's I mean, look at all that acceleration there on Netflix. That can go down quick. Absolute gamma down at 65. Yeah, I give it a bearish little kind of read based off that that flow, and then knowing it's kind of a roll there. Just that tape's not super clean. I don't know if we got anything else for Netflix coming in though. 60-day outputs here. These are not multi-leg. These could be a little more interesting. You have at least 4,900 contracts coming in here. A little tap earlier here. You're opening. I mean, 4,900 contracts. If we just kind of pop back here too, you're not seeing any large, big candles like that one there. So I'm gonna kind of just go out on a limb and say that that volume should carry over. I'm just kind of looking in here too, just to see if, yeah, I mean, there's been kind of open interest sitting in here, some contracts being punted around. So I'm going to go with what we're seeing today's more than likely going to be an opener. So
all these contracts getting punted around. When are we going to punt Tucker?
Yo!
Right to the top rights, baby.
Tucker. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Tucker's getting it today. Yeah, I don't mind these 9/18/65 puts. We obviously don't overlap earnings, but you get a good spike in that IV here. Little couple drops here, but it's on one contract there. I'd lean buy to open on these here, and then kind of combining that with that other one there. I just want to look at that first candle too.
I'm wanting the NASDAQ to roll over here back down to that 923, by the way. Anybody watching the scalpies, that's what I'm eyeballing right now on this one candle.
Yeah, that
I
first
wanted to lock in our 200 on account A, so I switched over to account B, so we don't give any of that back. We're up about 20 points right now on this current short. My stop is right above this ledge. We're chilling, folks.
There you go. Yeah,
go
nice
ahead,
little
go
spike.
ahead. I'll walk through any trades I take after the fact, so we can keep these flow reviews rolling.
Yeah, no, you're good. I'm pretty much done after this. Yeah, I'd say that 9/18/65 put kind of grabbing a little of my attention there. But yeah, other than that, not too much on Netflix there.
The dome is really choppy again, so whether this trade wins, loses, or stops me out, what the hell ever, I'm gonna sit on my hands afterward. We're getting fill prices jumping way outside offers, and so I'm not gonna risk a follow-up trade until the setup is crystal clear after this one. We got to my first target and bounced off of it. I want them to lose it, and if they don't, oh well, maybe we just got to start looking for longs. But right now, same pattern, same trade, I'm still in.
Now we got some Netflix calls coming in here too. 1% out of the money, 11 days.
All right, here we go. We're getting my move back down to 923. This is going to be close enough, I think. If they bounce this, I'm going to take it. I'm taking it. That's close enough. Now, 923, that's been my little purple line of justice. I brought it up a couple of times. I still think they're going to get to it. The reason I stopped there is we bounced right on top of that final rejection before a new low of day. Literally right on it. That's usually what I'll target. If I don't have levels in the vicinity, I make them up, essentially, on the top wick of the downside candles. And in this case, we bounced right off of it. Let's see if they flush it. Good for them. I'm already out. We're up $1.80 on account B. Chilling. We're chilling. Good morning, good morning, good Monday, good Monday.
That market tide is getting nasty there, man.
Yeah, they're really struggling to get into that negative gamma zone on SPX. It's right above us, and every attempt to start accelerating through it has failed. Meanwhile, positive gamma below us keeps building. Each of these bounces, I've taken a little bit of a chance on continuation, but they just set a higher low there. And I'm glad we flattened where we did. This trade would be break even right now. See that? That's close enough. Was it 10 points away from my full target? Yes. But this is what happens when you get greedy. If I had stayed in that trade for that whopping 7-10 points there, I'd be negative right now. It's getting really close to where my stop was too. My stop was right above it at 20,018 here. We got damn close to the stop on that bounce. So I have been marrying the idea of close enough. And that was close enough. We're happy. We're not sitting through drawdown right now.
Yeah. You don't need to be a pig and be greedy. Pigs get slaughtered, so.
Oh, the bacon's so goddamn good. I feel bad eating pork because they're so fucking smart. So like whenever we eat pork, we get stuff that's pretty damn close to expiration anyway. That's gonna get wasted if we don't. I feel bad because they're smart, but bacon's so goddamn good, guys.
Yeah,
bacon's so goddamn good.
Yeah, and that's why In-N-Out sucks because they don't have bacon. Oh man, look at that! Look at that
I'm short
Periscope update. I was gonna say, look at that Periscope update. They're building up down still there too, and that game's kind of dropping off.
I'm already done with this account, folks. We're at my 300. Holy shit, we might be flipping the flow reviews for the rest of the day, brother. I'm watching your short though. I didn't get out because the pattern was done. I got out because I hit my 300. So I still like the short.
Yep, I'm kind of seeing if we make a little move down there. I'm just gonna put this up here, just in case.
Flush this for my boy. Right where
Let's
you're
get a nice
sitting,
little
your
flush.
cursor is my target for you. NASDAQ already did it, and so did ES. Look at that. A perfect wick off of it once. Let's see if they lose it this time. This is where I'd be looking for them to go to that full target. Give it to my boy.
Let's go. Let's see.
Man, the Nazi can bounce like 50 points from here and still stay bearish. That's hilarious to me. Come on, flush it.
I am just going to move this at my EMA, though. I'm going to put that at my EMA just to get some profits.
Give it to my man. Nazi's starting to roll
keep
over.
Going. There we go. We're going to adjust up a teeny bit. We're almost down there.
Come on. Pick out the chair.
Keep going.
Pick out the chair for my boy.
Here we go.
You're right on top of that other candle wick. This is the same spot, same logic. Oh, okay. Chair. I like where your stop is too. That's a nice in profit stop. No matter what, he bags 4 points on this. Oh, I'm liking it. I'm keeping an eye on the NASDAQ for you as well since I'm not in. We're right next to a bounce spot on the Nas.
Let's go get a new let's get a new low of the day. Let's get a new low of the day. It's gonna give me a yep. There we go. That's okay. We'll take it.
Winning trade's a winning trade, baby. We're killing it on Monday morning.
We are.
Just for posterity, folks, there's my P&L on account B. I logged out of account A. We got to just below 200 on that one. I didn't want to risk it, but the setups were there. I was getting a little fidgety, so I switched accounts where I had no issue of profit or drawdown. We're hanging out, my friends. What a good morning. And on that note, man, if you're going to start punting more back and forth, feel free. But we are deep into the show. I'm just going to make sure I'm not going to step on any news headlines and let folks know that the Flow Review segment is so violently underway.
Yeah, we're up about $40 after that trade there. We'll take it there after the kind of, that gamma below us is kind of dropping off. So yeah, I'm happy we're kind of getting out of there too. I'm going to pop through my flow feed here quick too, just see if I'm getting anything of interest in here. Yeah, just kind of a lot of odd names coming in. Let's see, so earnings, short dated R, man. I don't like the weekly flows, man. I just don't.
Well, depending on the context, I love weekly flows.
Yeah. I mean, especially something. I mean, $3 for a contract, like it's
Oh, I guess I can
It's
take this off the
pricey,
screen. I'm a fucking dick. I just left my chart up the whole time.
Oh, you're good. I didn't even start yet. I mean, these get a good spike in IV when they come in spot is filling up the ask. 432. Oh, somebody is ringing my doorbell. I need to.
Oh yeah, you
check.
got
Might
you
be
got
my-
a new lawnmower situation. All right, let me go pull this
guy.
up on my screen. Yeah, this guy acting like he has stuff to do in real
Who the
life.
hell is this?
I don't know.
What,
I don't even know where you. I thought you
guy.
left.
No.
He's checking on his ring or something.
Yeah, so is Amazon.
Aw.
You're getting monitored through your own security camera. What were these arm you were looking at? I don't even see him in Tucker's drops.
No, I was just looking at my flow feed.
Oh.
I
I was like, wait, hold on. I feel like I've been pretty on top of things today.
No, the GF must have ordered something. It looks like.
Oh,
She
so it's
had to give a
unimportant and I can
license
go
or
back to your
something,
screen?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Dude, when I
Yeah, no,
laugh,
I-
these things, like, I miss the old days, all headphones wired, and Skull Candy used to have really comfortable ear thingies. But these, I mean, the sound quality's great, don't get me wrong. I like not having my cans on, when making me really hot. But every time I laugh, the shape of these is dog shit. It's like so
they
painful.
fall out.
It just feels like somebody's gouging my ear out with the back end of a spoon when I laugh. I guess I'm just not allowed to have fun. Not allowed to have fun. We
Oh,
do have a
God,
blanket
that's-
request from Twitter from our man Kevin, wanting to take a look at Marvel.
Yeah, we can take a peek at that here. Let me just finish up the arm read here quick. Yeah, spike in that IV when it comes in spot does fill out the ask. These look pretty good on the way up. A couple, again, you're seeing that descending fill here. 3 contracts, and you get the kind of goofy order book again there. You know, there are weeklies there. Especially with the little kind of goofy fill there in the middle. That just, you know, I'm already a little cautious with weeklies there. 12% out of the money, 4 days. Look at the Greek on this contract here. Your theta is $1.11 a day on these. You need a big move almost today here, because these are gonna drop. I mean, you're gonna lose about 40% of that value overnight if ARM doesn't even move a cent from here.
Hell yeah, brother.
That's why I don't like the far out of the money weekly stuff there. I mean, 12%. I mean, yes, they can make
Yeah,
can
it's
make
like
a
it's
move,
not
but-
crazy, but it's a little close
You're-
dated for me.
Yeah, like something like this. I'm looking for like a move like intraday. I don't want to swing something like that, especially size wise. If you're in size, like no, absolutely not. All right, let me pull up MRVL here. Let's do that.
No meme coins in my chat, thanks.
No, it's MRVI.
No, MRVI.
It's-
What the hell is that?
There is no MRVI.
That's what Kevin sent. That's what he sent.
I think that's
There
an
is
L, Tucker.
Maravi Life Sciences Holdings. It's down 1.5% today. Well, shit.
Okay, well,
I just assumed. I'm used to seeing Marvel. My bad, Kevin.
see, I had a good one set up there for Tucker. I was gonna say Tucker, it's an L, just like you're taking, but I can't use it now
yeah,
because he
you-
was.
No, yeah. Then why would you say that? Yeah, that's crazy.
He just choked down the biggest L while he was
That's-
trying to
I-
talk shit. You love to see it, dude.
I was on time to the show today. How about you? Raise your hand if you're on time to the show today.
Ah. I was trying my best. Dude, I woke up on time. I made my thumbnail nice and early. I was sitting here ready. I was trying to join as you sent the link, and it just wouldn't. I'm like, okay.
Dude, for the
I don't know
first
what
time
happened.
in months, I was on time, and we still couldn't start on time. So I'm still gonna blame you somehow, some way.
You know what? It was my fault, so I'll take that.
Look at Tucker actually having accountability. What is going on?
He got to see a movie
Accountability, what
twice
is
this
that?
Maturity?
weekend, so he's still riding that high.
And you know what? You can't even blame it on. Well, actually, I guess because usually when I'm cocky, you're like, "Oh, he must have had a date." I did not have a date this weekend, and so maybe
He
that
dated
is part of it,
himself.
you know?
So he's really spicy. He's like, damn, I really like that guy. That was a good weekend.
Yeah, we got along real well.
He bought me food. He bought me popcorn.
Yeah.
What a nice guy.
He took me to the movies and everything. Twice.
Yeah, it's the
Earlier when you were still talking about the Odyssey, Big Loudy from YouTube, one of our YouTube regulars, said, "I'm surprised that Tucker's not doing this for the Minions movie."
You didn't see it. I don't think you said you didn't go and see
No,
that one, right?
Oh no, I didn't. I have not seen the Minions yet. No.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
Let's look at whatever the hell MRVI is.
Yeah, this is yeah, I've never traded this stock. I can
I
tell you
didn't
that
know
there.
it
What is this?
existed. I thought it was a typo, so that's on me.
Life sciences catalyzes the growth of successful entrepreneurial life science companies by providing expertise, capital.
Unusual
Okay,
whales
so
when an actual unusual ticker comes by. What the hell is this? What?
Accurate.
so it's healthcare it's saying, so that's
Yeah,
interesting.
you
Yeah,
got
I mean,
a
this
you
thing
got a whole
doesn't
slew of depending on how the flow goes. But I mean, look at it. Look at it on
e-
this daily here.
yeah, there's
And somebody chased and did well with it too.
yeah, let's go back to 720 and kind of look at that here. So I mean 714G. No, 720G is, dude, what is going on? All right, let's oh wait, no, today is the 20th. What the 714, I am correct. Jesus Christ, dude.
So they had an earnings
Tuck-
beat and a new $150 million term loan projecting strategic liquidity. TriLink business unit opened new GMP enzyme manufacturing. So they're popping on some good old fashioned biopharma biotech involvement here. You'll have a lot of headline moves on names like this. Even though they seem to be on the finance side of things, they're still directly tied. Refinancing, pushing credit maturity out 10 years. Yeah, I mean, they had some news. They had some news that caused a little bit of a pop, and it looks like I didn't see anything that preempted it. I saw some chasers.
This guy right here, maybe.
Yeah, pop that guy open.
From 714. 714. I don't know how clean that tape's gonna look, though. Yeah, that tape's just kind of all over the place there. I mean, Ivy's just all over the place. Fills are kind of all over the place, it looks like. Yeah, and you're kind of getting almost a descending. Your time's all off, too, a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, like real time. Obviously, it's the only name that kind of.
They kicked out the chair without us, too, Anthony. Look at that. They back tested the purple line of glory, rejected, and gave another 40 points down. Jeez. Irrelevant, though. Let's go back to flow. I'm done trading for the morning. We hit profit target on both accounts. Close enough on one. I'll shut the fuck up. But I'll pop in every now and again. We'll still keep the gamma reads going for those of you who are trading Periscope today. But we are in flow review mode for the next hour or so. So keep them coming. I see some of those new ones in there. Yes, we will get to them. You got a whole ass hour.
Cool. Activated.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of real time, though. Like, here's how they would have looked on the 14th when they came in there. I mean, you got that kind of double tap. I'm going to, say, and look at that. You didn't even have a full carryover either.
Just a little bit of a half
so not too much, to know what kind of portion of that carried over. Anything new today? Let's go over here. Yeah, not much for volume today. We can check the heat zone on it. I don't know if it's gonna look super good with the 7 for being a $7 strike. Yeah, it's just kind of that's why I kind of avoid those, under $10 stocks there. Like your heat zone read there, just kind of looks a little messy. Absolute Gamma's at 5 below us. Let me just flip it. No, not scroll there, Anthony. Let's go scroll up here.
The show is so smooth today, man.
It's a Monday. It's a Monday.
Tech issues across
the board. You guys give this excuse like every time, though. It's like, it's a Friday.
Because it's always Monday.
It's a Wednesday.
It's always because it is. Well, yeah.
Well, for those who don't know, we're going every single day this week to see how turnout and engagement is. So if you're coming in and you're enjoying it, make sure you come in every morning to give me an excuse to keep this going on a daily basis. And I guarantee tomorrow you're going to hear Anthony say 5 or 6 times, "It's a Tuesday, give me a break."
Oh, it's a Tuesday. Yeah, it's the first Tuesday, guys. Don't worry.
Funny thing is, Tuesdays are actually almost worse than Mondays for me because I'm so tired from Monday that it's catching up on Tuesday.
Oh my god!
What do you do on Mondays?
Stay up till like 11:30 on Sunday night.
Well,
I'm an
like, you know,
insomniac,
this-
so I don't want to hear it, is what I'll say.
like your sleep, like, you know, I was staying up till like 2, 3 on Friday, Saturday, and then here comes Sunday. I can't fall asleep till like midnight.
what do you do
and
after
then,
midnight? What do you do after midnight?
I don't know, watch TV. What do you do after midnight?
I don't go to bed at like 11:30 because I need to get up at fucking 7.
Even on the weekend?
I just get up at 7. Just in
Yeah, me
general.
too. Yeah, me too.
So that MRVI
Um,
gamma.
Yeah, this is yeah, you're right in the middle here. I mean, call walls up there at 10, put walls down there at 5. It's
B
I
Glotty
almost can
is
kinda
giving you
go-
guys a dare. You guys see this? He
oh
says, if
god.
you guys are streaming all week, would love to see one of you enter a position and try to hold it for the whole week. I dare you.
Hell nah. I mean, a flow trade maybe, but I'm not gonna hold it just to hold it, man. If I hit profit target, I'm gone.
Can I short something that's like 70% out of the money and sell a naked contract on it?
Yeah. Just get something that's like.
I mean, that it
80% out of the
counts.
money.
It's
That would
holding it
count.
for the week.
You could join that SPCX guy selling them for $10. It's not going to be 3:30 by Friday. I pretty fairly confidently say that.
With my luck, it would be.
That'd be fucking funny.
Oh,
It'd be brutal, but it'd be
yeah,
funny.
I'd be changing my name and information and stuff very quickly.
So that MRVI gamma.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, you're right in the middle of this one here. I mean, it. Interesting name though. And yeah, I mean that one call just kind of say, did this something just come in on it here? Oh, okay, just that same one there. Yeah, not too much today in that one whale. Only about half of that volume carried over, so that's how that one looked there. All right,
Piece of candy.
Pop open that here. Okay. Let's see.
Keep those flow
So,
reviews coming, folks. That's what we're
bull.
doing for the next hour. We got that bull, the one that I have a major bone to pick with. I don't use Weeble anymore, but you guys have heard me harp on that over and over again, so I'll leave it at that.
Probably shouldn't smack the
All my
mic.
homies hate
Probably shouldn't be. Probably shouldn't be smacking the mic when I'm moving it.
You should probably mute it while you move it, bro.
I was Tucker. Shut up.
I was just.
He accidentally mutes
would-
it enough that I think that'll throw him off.
Yeah.
You can't purposefully mute it. God forbid.
No, I tried to move the little boom and I accidentally hit the back of the mic. So bull now.
Yeah, bull,
Just
Weeble.
just kind of look in here. I'm looking for anything opening. Just kind of quick glance here. A lot of volume, but we got a lot of open interest. Yeah, a lot of the volume coming in is on some bigger open interest names. Oh, I got a big yawn there. Sorry. That 821.8 call could be interesting. Big multi-leg, 6% out of the money. We can take a peek at it. Yeah, another roll here. It looks like, but who knows? It's short calls, maybe though. It's
looks like
yeah.
it. Yeah, I mean, it looks
Yeah,
like
it's. I mean, yeah.
And it would make sense where that price is at, too.
Yeah,
I
with
do
the
wonder why they wouldn't let
5
it
cent
expire
contracts.
worthless.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's
I mean, they are. Well, what's.
unless they've.
Yeah, I mean, their
let's
weekly
just see
expiration,
if
they're getting
they've-
them another month out. It makes sense that they're rolling short calls here. I don't know why they do it on the 4% pop day, but I also don't have enough money to my name to short something like that. So I won't argue, but that's what it looks like. It looks like they're rolling a short.
Yeah, it's interesting.
This
Yeah,
person
that's-
does not
and-
want Weeble above 8, apparently.
And kind of going back to that too, it looks like I think that was nope. Oh yeah, it is involved with that highest volume name there on the day. Yeah, or no, it's not. Jeez, man. Yeah, just a lot of sporadic volume on this one though, so you're not really getting a clean. I mean, 6 cent contracts, 4 days out of the money. You know, you need a massive move on something like that.
Yeah, Big Loud. Stair steps today are partying. They just did another one, but they bounced it. But I'm hands off. I'm done. But it kind of looks like they're going for it again. Stair-stepping on the Nazi here. Every back test has gotten sold off. If I was still around, I probably would have shorted this one. They tested the back of that last stair step right near the bottom of it. Beautiful short off of that, down about 50 points rather from there. I wouldn't be surprised if they give another test of this 882. If they flush 882, folks, the gap up that we had from my purple line of glory on NASDAQ, way down here at 28,635s, that's one of my widest gaps I have without any firm support or purple lines of glory. So we'll see what they do. But if you shorted that bounce, good on you. You are rolling in it right now. I do like seeing you guys trade some of the bullshit that I punt around on the show and do well, though. I think it was BK in the Twitter chat that just popped off on that news candle.
Got the headline the day. Oh, yeah, that was... Yeah. Happy for ya. You only hear the sarcasm because I was long when that headline came in.
He's literally that one meme. Congratulations, happy for you. He might find that.
Yeah. Now if I wasn't in it,
yeah.
Bull here though. I mean, it's got a lot of bid side put premiums recently. Again, doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna be bullish there, because it looks like I want to go back to Friday here, see what that caused that there. Oh, looks like it was at 115.2730. Let's go back.
They bounced right off of that 882 level. Oh, the lines of tea leaf reading are just printing today. Once we're back on that personal account that Weeble nuked for us, these are the kind of days where our trading session part of the show might run a little long, because every bounce has been a short. Every single one. This would have been a really fun morning on the personal, but that's fine.
Look at these 301% in the money contracts.
Oh my God.
This is kind of what I was talking about. Like, look at Friday's flow. Like, you see the big bid side puts here, and you know this is what's causing that there. I mean, it's, what is this, 10 million on the thing there? Yeah, you're 11 million on those, and these even actually, something goofy's going on with these, because it's not even showing a plus minus for anything. I don't know. This is,
well, they're so deep in the money that it's the kind of flow I ignore anyway.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter anyways. But
yeah, I don't know what the fuck
that's like,
that's the weirdest shit. Whoa, send me the link to that. I'm gonna send that to Snorlax and be like, what in the fuck am I looking at?
Yeah, let me
what?
Yeah, that's
You can just go to the top of the flow, the contract breakdown that you had open
thing and hit the share chain.
Yeah.
I'm so used to my old ways. Just let me keep my old ways. But yeah, that's, yeah. I mean, it's not directional anyways. But I mean, like, that's just, you know, when you see those big premiums, like either to the downside or upside, just kind of see what caused that. So, like, you know, if you're looking like, oh, hey, look at a lot of bid side puts, we're looking bullish. Obviously, you know, it's up today, so it kind of doesn't work for the explanation. But like, this is what caused that. Like, this is arbitrage. Like,
this is straight up ignored by me. And honestly, this wouldn't have even touched my filters. I don't have any deep in the money stuff. Snorlax says it's another example of that good old-fashioned put arbitrage bullshit that we've written about before. Let me pull up an article here. It might be a pain in the ass to find, though.
Yeah, no. So I mean, that's, again, yeah. This would not hit my filter either. I mean, I think I have my filter set for like no more than 10% in the money. I mean, that's, even 10% is kind of pushing it there, because if they exercise something, you're not going to know until the next day, which kind of sucks. But
Snorlax has a really good write-up about this put arbitrage bullshit, so let me see if I can find that.
Yeah, so this one, though, I mean, this is garbage. You're seeing those net put premiums drop. So, I mean, you know, you might think, oh, bullish, but this isn't. And you'll see really deep in the money ask side stuff too. Again, it's arbitrage. You will see. Hopefully, you can find it. But other than that, let's look at today. Let's do a heat zone read on the guy. We don't have earnings till the end of August, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, August 27th. So let's kind of take a peek up to August 27th here. I just want to look at my heat zones. So you got some positive gamma up there at 8. Looks like 750 is your absolute gamma.
Oh,
so
hold on.
could
This
be
is worth bringing up. My girlfriend just said the YouTube just had a Weeble ad. That's offensive. Weeble, get your ads off my show. I'm still mad at you. Fuck out of here. Not cool.
You can contact us for paid time slots though, and you should charge them what they costed your futures account per episode. So, you know.
All right, I found an older article. This isn't the one I wanted. But it does outline this put arbitrage bullshit, so I will drop this in all of the chats. Ignore the ad in there. They're no longer a sponsor. That's just an old ass article. Ignore the ad. Who cares? But that's the general premise. They're not directional at all. Who knows what the hell they're doing? They got a lot more money than I do. I'll let them do whatever the fuck they want. Yeah, that's ignore it entirely, Flo. When you see deep in the money puts like that, transacting in the weirdest way possible, don't try to dissect it. Just move on. It's not worth the time.
Yeah, and most filters aren't gonna pick that up anyways.
Yeah, no, this would have never touched my filter. It's way too deep in the money.
It's again we did that by doing research and looking at the net premiums, and then you find it's a big arbitrage kind of trade that doesn't really matter. So I mean, that's why you just don't strictly base trades off the net premiums.
Yep.
Because
net premiums get messy in general.
Yeah. So finishing up the heat zone read on bull here, we are in that put wall. 750 is our put wall. This is also the absolute gamma, so just kind of keep in mind it's gonna act as the strongest maiden pin. Our heat zones are favoring the upside here. I mean, up through looks like 814, then we got some at 750 there. But yeah, I mean it's kind of a bullish heat zone read here. I wouldn't be grabbing puts on it. And yeah, I mean, like look where that price is here with your put wall, and look where all your net gamma is. It's all on the call side above us here. I mean, you know, it's I would give it a bullish read there. And I don't think we saw any other flow. This was that weekly, just a lot going on in here anyways. I want to see if I can find something that's opening maybe. Tough there. Let's go in here.
The trajectory's to the upside because they personally attacked me with that futures account. That's why. It makes sense if you don't think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I didn't say anything. And it's just a lot of open interest on these names, so it makes it tough. Like you just come in here and look, there's not really any direction in this volume. So it's hard to know if it's somebody, you know, is it this guy, somebody else? It's a little too many questions you got to ask yourself. So I'm not seeing anything for flow, but I like the heat zone read on that one.
Hold on one sec. This time, the sound is across the board, not just on my side. You're not showing up in my monitors either. So I'm going to try to fix this. I don't even know if homies can hear me, but this is starting to piss me off a little bit.
I can hear you.
All right, there we go. I fixed yours. Mine's not fixed yet. You can keep going now. Oh, it's gone.
Duh.
Dude, Jesus Christ,
I thought he said it
what
was
is happening?
me. I thought he said it was me. That was...
All right, they can hear you now.
No,
Go
it's-
ahead. I'll figure this out on my end,
Hello?
I guess.
Can
What
you
the
hear us?
Fuck, it's Monday.
No,
and
he
everything's
can't
broken.
hear us. It's his crappy little in-ear headphones.
I mean, it actually might be. Yeah, I think pretty sure those are newer.
I'm gonna... It's probably the... See,
There we
he
go.
talks about tech issues with me. It's probably his crappy
one was
little
on
headphones
Riverside.
can't connect to the thing. Oh, yeah. Sure it was. Sure it was,
Weird.
pal.
Which checks out because Tucker had issues, but I'm going to blame Tucker anyway.
I think we're gonna blame your little in-ear headphones. I think you need to go back to
Yeah, my in-ear
sweating.
headphones broke someone else's website. You got me.
Hey, maybe. Are they could have a virus in them. You don't know, man. You don't know. TRX here. So this is a pretty much a penny stock here. I mean, I don't trade stuff like this. I'm probably not going to see much for flow on it either. I mean, the one call, yeah, there's not really anything coming in today. I mean, two call out here. Yeah, it's, 163% out of the money. Like, this is, yeah. I am not seeing much for flow. 97% out of the money. Yeah, not really giving me a clean direction, and that heat zone's going to be kind of messy on it too. And again, this is why I don't like trading those kind of penny stocks. A 50-cent difference between your put wall and call wall is about a 30% move. It's only 50 cents, obviously, but 50 cents on a 76-cent stock, that's going to absolutely move us down. This thing was trading up at $2 there in January, though. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, your heat zone there. I mean, maybe that 10-16.
It's like hard to do a heat zone on something that's less than $1.
Yeah, I know. It's showing $1.50, $2 there, 10-16. I mean, it was up at $2 though. I mean, it was trading at $2. So I mean, anything's possible. Absolute Gamma's at $1 there. I mean, this thing gets a lot of gamma on the thing. It's kind of surprising. And obviously gold and all that's gonna be highly, monetary policy, FOMC related. We got FOMC next week already?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, can't wait. Can't wait. Good day, everybody. Like, bro, don't start with me. Don't start with a good day again. We can look at GDX, though. GDX usually gets a little better flow.
Just real quick before GTX, just a quick little read for those who are eyeballing Nazi. It looks like we're finally starting to form those stair steps I like to trade in the opposite direction. This back test, they held that 80, bounced her on up. On the pullback, they held the purple line of glory, bounced her on up, setting new highs each step of the way. I wonder if we might finally be reversing into that negative gamma zone. Now, right here, we still have some of these falling off toward the positive. Our boy at 74.70 that was struggling to stay positive, that went negative briefly, is now positive again. They flipped that into support. Let's see if buyers got some juice. We're finally seeing some call premiums come in as well, kind of moving in tandem with the market. Net put premiums aren't quite falling off enough for me to get ridiculously bullish, but they're starting to test inside of the 0-day straddle that's at 75.32 to 74.72. They're pushing up into it. Let's see if the buyers have the juice to start accelerating through this negative gamma. But again, worth noting, some of it is flipping toward the positive, so we might start seeing some magnets happen in the middle of this negative gamma range. Again, I'm done scalping for the morning. We hit the day's profit target. I'm not going to fuck around and find out the bad way, but I would almost be looking for back test longs at this juncture. But sitting on my hands.
Yeah, getting close to that lunchtime kind of slows down.
And sometimes Trump will tweet. He'll give a nice little Trump tweet yeet over lunch, and you'll be able to catch something weird or get absolutely blown open for something that you have no control over and that the market didn't prepare for. So, and he's selling access to it now. Oh, it's totally on the up and up. There's no issue at all with a sitting president monetizing his announcements. There's no issues with that whatsoever, I'm sure.
It's crazy.
I saw a funny tweet about that. It was somebody was like, cool, you can pay what I think they said like $120,000 or whatever for access to it.
Yeah.
For you to constantly hear Iran, we have a deal, to keep hearing that. And it's just like,
I just hope we can win the war 50 more times. 50 more times, at least.
How do you end 50 wars unless you can start 50? Like,
Especially if it's the same one.
Yeah, I mean, hey, maybe it's like a Maybe it's like a video game, and like, hey, we beat mission 1, we beat mission 2. Like maybe that's kind of how.
Except the difference is we've completed 0 missions. Love to see it. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. Anyways,
GDX,
so
baby.
yeah.
Van Eck.
Not too much going on right now. Obviously, metals and miners are down from their highs from earlier in the year. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at the tape here. I'm not seeing much off the bat really catching my eye. 60.
As he did another stair step to the upside. We had the right read there. If anybody caught that pullback, congratulations on your now 50 points.
Let's see.
What are you looking for?
I'm just putting in my fill. I'm trying to find a good ask side in here. I can't find anything. Yeah,
folks, if you got flow requests, we have another half hour of this, so feel free to drop down anything you want to see.
Yeah, there ain't really anything coming in for flow on this at all. Yeah, nothing really of interest, and all that high volume's coming in on chains that have high open interest. So I wouldn't kind of lean into any flow on that. I don't know how the heat zones look on it, that 4-day out. Yeah, I mean, you're already in that positive gamma kind of. Could kind of see a little price suppression there. Yeah, there's not much on it. Not much. The metals really calmed down there. I mean, look at that in February, 115. These are down to 70 now. I mean, these are lost $40 there, and the little shorter period there. But yeah, absolute gamma 70 here. I think we might hang out around this level. This is gonna act as your strongest magnet and pin. But yeah, nothing for flow on it. Nothing really for flow.
While you dive into a couple more ticker requests as they come in, you already did TRX, you already did GDX. Did we ever?
Yeah, we're caught up.
We might be caught up. Folks, what do you want to see? Let us know. We will break them down. Tucker will feed them to us. We got SKHY from Dark Haya.
SKHY. Yeah, let's do SKHY.
That is another ticker I have never heard of. While you do while you do this one, I'm gonna hit him with it. All of that coffee has worked its way down, and I am gonna go lose. Oh, let's call it 1.5 pounds. I'll be right back.
Jeez, again. Yeah, that 731-100 puts interesting. That's a lot of volume on the day against no open interest. Let's just see if it's clean though. It's a bid sider, so these could be short puts possibly. Let's take a peek. Yeah, I like these. You got your IV decreasing, spot price decreasing. These look like some bid side puts. I would say these are some sells here. This is actually a really good contract here. So I'm gonna save this one because this one looks pretty good. Let's save this guy here. And we'll come back to it and check it on Friday. Yeah, that one looks pretty good here. Pretty good. I just want to look at the kind of show our IV on this here too. You see that IV kind of decreasing there, your spot price decreasing. Yeah, these look pretty good here. And we'll kind of go do a heat zone read. I just want to save this part here. Yeah, these look pretty good here. Let's see. Sells.
Looking pretty good.
Yeah, you missed it. I was kind of waiting for you.
I heard. I got the in-ears now, baby.
Oh, cool. So you brought us with you to the bathroom.
Oh,
damn
no,
right.
We can't talk shit.
I thought it'd be funny to switch the microphone feed to my headphones and just let everybody hear the stream, but I figured I'd be responsible and not disgusting.
Hey, you said we're gonna be streaming 5 days a week now, so might as well.
Hey,
might as well stream.
Got him.
Yeah, I don't think he's talking about that type of stream.
Do you wanna outline a little bit more why they're good?
Yeah, yeah. Um, 1 second here. Sorry, I'm just saving this.
Yeah,
in the
and then
chat
just
so
goes
I can.
silent. He's like, nah, never
I
mind.
well, I was trying to save it in our thing so we can go back
Yeah,
and look
fair
at
enough.
it. So like, somebody's got to do it. Someone's got to do it here. All right.
We can try to do a QQQ read next, but I'm gonna be honest with you, homie.
Yeah,
ETF
that's
flow is a shit show. The most I really see folks doing with ETF flow is momentum. And a couple of folks will see something that really stands out. I don't watch it super closely. Most I do with ETFs and indices is the gamma positioning and SPX by market makers. But I mean, like, we can try. It's just going to be a mess of bid side, ask side flow. A lot of times, not a ton of directionality. Really hard to get a clean read it's rare that I see SPY or QQQ flow that makes me buy SPY or QQQ flow. I'll use it as confluence sometimes, but I've never gotten in a SPY or QQQ flow trade based on their flow. There's just so much volume.
Yeah, you got to get one of those like 20,000 sized whales that come in.
All at once.
It's rare when it happens, but it's interesting when it happens.
Buyers
So we
are
can do it.
pushing us into that negative gamma zone finally, though. So let's see what kind of juice they got in them. Maybe we finally formed a bottom down there. Maybe. Anyway,
Yeah.
SKHY looks interesting.
Yeah, so you do have that. So again, it's kind of the opposite of when you're looking at ask side here. With ask side, obviously, you want to see that IV rise, spot price rise. So bid side, it's the opposite here. So you're seeing that IV decrease here, that spot price decreasing here. These are also 37% out of the money with 11 days to go. That's very far out of the money and pretty short dated here. And just kind of look at the Greeks on this thing. That theta is 31 cents, delta 6 cents. That these contracts are going to lose, roughly as we get closer to expiration too, that theta is going to really increase. But these are going to lose about 31 cents, even if SKHY doesn't even move a cent from here. So again, when they're selling that premium, the kind of thought process is they want theta to eat the contracts away so they expire out of the money and they collect that premium. That's just the really basic, simple term for it and kind of explanation for it. But this, these look like some good put sells here. I saved this one for us to go back and look at too, because I'll go out on a limb and probably assume they're gonna probably expire out of the money, barring anything new. Let's see what else we got on SKHY though. Clean up some of these tabs. Then we also have, let's see, maybe that 821 120 put there. There is a lot of open interest on this one kind of already.
Well, does look like this is once. If it's one order.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like it's our brand new order because you got 30. Yep. So
new position confirmed.
Bag, yep.
And the reason so it's a new position, folks, just so you know. Now, open interest, if you're new, open interest is how many contracts are currently already open, being held or sold to open by a trader to some market maker somewhere, just aligning someone to have that trade with. 2,200 open interest. Now, if this 3,600 volume had come in over the course of several different orders over the course of time, 2,217 of that could have been a closure. Since 3,669 nice volume came in all at once in one order before any volume throughout the day, we know it's an opening trade because the size of that single order is greater than the amount of volume that preceded it combined with the open interest already outstanding. So we have a guaranteed new position here. And you'll also see, like Anthony highlighted earlier, that little bag. It looks like a lock and key to me, but it's supposed to be a bag.
I always thought it was a lock and key.
It looks like a lock and a key to me, but it's supposed to be a bag. But that means
lock it in.
That means that those criteria are met, and our system will flag new positions for you. Outside of that, you can use context clues if it's not quite bigger to really, decide whether it is new or not, how you feel about it. But in this case, we are guaranteed a new position. We're not guaranteed, however, a buy or a sell to open.
And even that fill, I mean, it's almost a mid fill on that one there too. So it's a little, it flags it at the ask because it's obviously more on that ask side. But I don't typically buy contracts if I have to kind of question. I'm like, well, it's slightly above the mid there. Yeah, that's interesting though, because then they have that put to kind of counteract that short one. I like that short one a little bit better though.
Yeah.
Let's go in here. Let's see anything else volume wise. Maybe these 33% out of the money, 11 days. So, I mean, that's far, which obviously anything can happen.
Pricey.
But yeah, and look at the IV on that thing.
Juiced
Big
already,
spike
but
in there.
really big spike as these orders came through.
Yeah,
Price
massive
stayed
bid
the
ask spread
same
too.
on the underlying. They're slapping the ask. I would be surprised if they were short with that kind of bid ask spread.
Yeah.
The IV's rocketing. Basically, it jumped 10% on that first order that hit.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a
leaning
pretty big pop.
I'm leaning these apart.
Yeah.
But I'm curious though. 33% out of the money with just 2 trading weeks. Do they have earnings? Like what's the bet here? That seems cocky.
Yeah, that's let me check for earnings here.
And if there's cocky,
we don't have this is that new ADR or whatever.
Oh right.
Yeah.
SK somebody had us look at this the other day.
Yeah,
This just started trading options. So I would be wary.
Yeah.
I'd be wary of options on this, just like we said with SPCX. This person might be banking on that. They might be making a bet that it has a dump. But it's not the same scenario as SPCX by any means, just to be clear.
No. Yeah, that's I don't know how the heat zone looks on this guy. I know this thing's been very volatile since it. Oh, I mean, yeah, look at the price there. I mean, shoot up that second session and then back down. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I want to look at that heat zone. Oh, yeah, and that heat zone's gonna look kind of really ugly right now too, because there's not a ton of data on it yet. 4 days out. Yeah, I mean, you're sitting right above negative gamma. 32 days out, you got negative gamma. Yeah, it's still a little new. I'd say I like those short puts there, though. I'd say if I was going to take anything off that, I like the short puts there, because I mean, that was kind of the overall better looking context with a little more premium behind it to kind of back it. I saved that one for us to check there, and obviously, if you're selling premium there too, like it's a little different than actually needing a directional move there versus like if you're buying puts, you need that directional move. Here, as long as they expire 37% out of the money, this whale's gonna be happy. So yeah, that's a good one. And I like the Greeks to kind of combat the the uncertainty with it. Theta's going to eat these things away over time here. But yeah, that's when we can come back and check. I mean, yeah, anything can happen, but 37% in 11 days on something brand new that just IPO'd, kind of like, I expect volatility, but if that IV calms down a little bit too, you're going to really see those contracts start to decay quick there. All right. And then let's see. We got TSEM here from Waldo. TSEM. Man, these headphones are making me itch now too. I'm not switching to stupid in-ear ones, dude. I cannot do them. I did the AirPods the one day.
Dude, AirPods suck though. AirPods are dog shit. They just are. They're not good. The sound quality in these, like I was saying, is really good. It's just it hurts my freaking ears, dude. What's SPCX up to? It's not up to anything. it's down to a lot of things. Yeah, it's $20 below IPO price. And we kind of said that was going to happen.
Yeah.
We had some people in chat on the first day options traded talking about getting calls and stuff. I was like, that might work for a day. Don't do that. And lo and behold, it did the traditional IPO hype to the moon, traded as high as 185, and then shit the bed since. It's not doing great. That said, long term, it'll probably be fine. Elon shit, the Elon bros will buy it no matter what. SPCX does have a spearhead, huge, dominant position in the space technology and exploration area. But buying right at IPO has its own risks, and that's not something I tend to do, especially when a lot of retail brokers will lock you into those shares for like months before they even allow you to sell. And if you do sell, they bar you from participating in IPOs. It's I don't know, man. Once it's optionable, puts might be the move for the short term. And right now, we looked at the top of the show, some guy who's been rolling $300 calls short over and over and over again ever since it got optionable. That guy has the right idea. This isn't going to trade at $300 by the end of the week.
No.
If it does, holy shit! But I'm gonna go 99.9 repeating % chance that does not happen.
Speaking of that, I just wanted to pop up SpaceX to see what they're doing. Look what our highest volume contract is on the day again. The bid
Lo and
side.
behold, dude, this
somebody is just
asshole
making
is
bank
pocketing
on this.
millions. And if you look at that IV, the implied volatility is 370%. That thing's gonna be zero tomorrow. Like what?
Oh.
This guy's banking
Somebody-
over and over. Somebody's been shorting these 300 to 330 contracts and just printing. We already saw what two waves of these expire worthless already.
Yeah, and just
Fuck
I mean,
this guy.
add up the premiums here. You're like just going back to 715. So let's just do like the last 3 days of
Insanity.
premiums. Assuming
it's the same guy. The double hits for 1.3 and 1.2 million. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's the same guy at least. Dude, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and assuming today's volume carries over too. I mean, this just again keyword assuming.
Just repeat.
And I'm. Yeah, I mean, look at the total premium just on the last 4 days here.
Winning couldn't be me.
Almost 4 million there just by selling far out on the money. I mean, a lot of people don't talk about the premium selling. It's I don't want to say a safer way to trade, but theta's more in your favor. You don't need that, move to get those contracts. Like, hey, if I'm buying contracts that are 15% out of the money, I need a move in that direction. If I'm selling premium 100% out of the contract, hey, even if it pops 15%, I don't care. Now, 168% is kind of really, really far out of the money,
Yeah,
but like,
a little bit.
It's, choose your words carefully, but like it's selling the really far out of the money premium. It's